Alrighty, so we're live, Geo man.
Yo, welcome to another RaddTitan chat. Apologies that I think we missed last week. Alex never remembers if we miss a week or we don't miss a week for some strange reason. He always thinks we've done it. He's always like, didn't we do it? And I'm like, dude, no, we fucking didn't do it. But we missed last week because we went on a little bit of a road trip, which brings us on to our usual start to the question, Mr. Thomas. What have you got that's new?
Well, first of all, yeah, we've been quite busy. I don't know what's going on with my camera. My camera is going well all over the place, so I don't know whether
you look
can
like
even
you're living
see
in fucking Tron, dude, from like 1984.
Just literally
Jeff
just as we were
Bridges
going
looking
on,
motherfucker.
just as we were going on air, I just dropped my GoPro, and that's what I normally use as a webcam. And I'm using my phone now, which should actually be. I don't think. I think the picture's high. I think the picture quality is quite high. So what's happened is because it's high, it won't upload it. So hopefully, when it's when it's all up, it will be better anyway. Anywho, yeah, this week's been a couple of weeks been interesting. I mean, I did a good trade. I got the Gambit, and I traded the Gambit custom. I traded that for an XM Lizard and an XM Vulture. So, yeah, that was a pretty good trade. George has gone off here. So, yeah, as I say, the video quality is pretty poor. So I got the XM Lizard, which I've got actually up there. And it was actually really funny because someone sent me a message and mentioned to me about your Spider-Man collection's coming along really nicely. I didn't really realize I had that much of a Spider-Man collection until they said that. And then I put it all together and I'm like, yeah, I pretty much got nearly a whole Spider-Man wall. So, yeah, that was interesting.
It's looking fucking great, though, bro. It really is. It's really looking nice. I mean, I was there helping you put things together. Where did you get to on that story? Sorry, somebody tried to call me, and then for some reason my sound, you go down a few octaves. So I have to go out and go back in again to get you back up so I can fucking hear you. Where did you get to about your trade?
No, I said I traded the XM Lizard and Vulture, and I traded that for the Gambit that I had, the custom one. Personally, I mean,
tell them about how good.
I'm glad we did the Gambit review when we did it. But the thing about that Gambit was, I think it's like it's kind of like a new girlfriend where you're kind of, it's all great to start with. The sex is great, and then after a while, it just gets worse and worse. And I think that's what really happens with it. It does start off,
right.
Yeah, it does start off quite a really good piece. I mean, when we saw it and started reviewing it, we were like, "Wow, that's really cool, really great piece." And then you start to sort of look at closer parts, and I think the anatomy's a bit off. The stomach and the pink is a bit too much, but it's still not a bad piece.
There is my only, like, honest to God, my only issue with that piece is the upper torso. Just like the abs and the chest, they just don't seem very proportionally right for his frame. He looks a bit like a fat guy, and everything else is quite slim. Another problem that you probably didn't realize was the problem that you had with that piece, because you're using a Besta unit. You have to display that Gambit pretty much on his own because he takes the whole unit up. Is a very, very it takes up a lot of real estate, that piece. And I don't think you like Gambit enough to justify that type of space. If you'd have had that and you could put that maybe with the XM Wolverine or the Phoenix or something else to bring with it, I think it would have probably stayed a little bit longer. But the fact that you had to give it an entire cube just for Gambit, and you ain't a massive Gambit fan, it was a bit of a problem for you.
Yeah, I mean, I like Gambit. There's nothing wrong with Gambit, but yeah, it's not one of my A-list characters, and yeah, so that was an issue as well. And also, I just think that the Sideshow Gambit is, for me personally, one of Sideshow's best pieces. So
yeah,
when you see that.
Do you know what's funny, though? Do you know this is why we talk about sometimes about scoring? I did put on a comment. Someone said to me, and said to me about, I really prefer the Sideshow premium format. And I said in the comments, I really prefer that piece too. That would take my choice. But it's funny because if we scored it in 1 to 10 categories on all the units that we did when we did Doom versus Magneto, I reckon that premium format would lose. I reckon it'd lose on pose. I reckon it'd lose on edition size heavily. It would lose on
what's
weight.
the edition size?
I don't know, but it's not fucking that, is it? I mean, that thing's only like, what, 75, 50?
Oh,
I don't even know what yours is.
Sorry, I misunderstood. So you meant if you actually compared the two Gambits together?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
sorry,
don't. That's the stupid thing. I think I prefer the PF, and you prefer the PF. But if you took the piece and you put it next to each other and you scored it on everything, I reckon that it would lose so heavily on certain points that it wouldn't recover it. Like things like edition size, things like pose, stuff like that. I mean, the portraits are really good on both pieces, so it would be very, very close. Probably, I prefer the PF.
Side, yeah. The Sideshow one with the cigar is the one I like.
Cigarette.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, they are both great. I mean, but the problem is, like when you score it like that, it would be like the PF would get like a 9 or a 10, and the other one would get like an 8 or something like that, right? So it's 2 points. But then when you do edition size, it would bash it so badly that, the Gambit would probably get like a 4 or a 5, and this custom would get like a fucking 10. How do you, when everything else is so close and there's a big gap like that you can't recover. That's really where that scoring system is quite flawed. Because I'm like you, I agree. I think the premium format.
Well, that's why when we did the original idea of we were actually going to do top trumps, which someone told me they don't have in America.
Oh wow!
I think they're full of shit, but they definitely got them in America because with top trumps, if you don't have them, but they're like battle cards where you have like strength, powers, fighting ability, and all that. And you score the characters off against each other, and then you win the card if you win. We actually did a short run of top trump videos, with probably about 5 videos, and they never got aired because it was just that it's so subjective, and it's that we didn't really agree on a lot of the times anyway, that the scoring system didn't really work because George was saying, yeah, that's a 4, and I'm saying, no, it's a 7. And it just kind of, then you go in the middle, and then you get George, whenever he has one of his own pieces, he's really biased. So he ends up going, yeah, that's a 9. And, that happens.
You mug. Don't give me that. Where that top trumps fell.
Sorry, that's the lizard there, by the way. That's how big that fucking thing is. It's massive.
Dude, that just looks like that could be a fucking volleyball with your camera. I don't even know what that is. There's no point pointing at it because you can't see it. Hopefully, you've got some photos, some pictures on today's chat of it that we took.
Oh no, I've got it on. I've got the other screen on.
Oh, I can't see it. I have to click on it. Are you? All right, there you go.
The other one because there's 2 screens. So basically, that's the lizard, and then that's the vulture, which is the other piece I got in. And sorry, I just cut your story off there, but the vulture, I have to say, is with the 2 pieces. I was looking forward to actually getting the lizard. I was looking forward to that. I was looking forward to displaying the lizard. And then what actually happened was, we took the lizard out, we looked it over. And it's a great piece. The modern head is really nice. It's quite T-Rex looking. The classic head started to grow on me a little bit, but not as much as I would like.
Doesn't fit the body as well, does it? Doesn't fit the body as well as the modern head does.
It doesn't have it doesn't look very realistic compared to the body. But anyway, so then the vulture was like a bonus.
We weren't even the trade getting it out, were we? We were just like, we'll just take that.
Not really. And then, we set it all up. And first thing you notice about the vulture is he is fucking ridiculously big, like really big. You've got no chance of, like where we get a piece like, well, with Lizard, I was told there's no chance of us going into Besta, but it just goes into a Struva, and there's like a steel girder on the base. You have to take that off to get the door on. But vulture, you've got no chance in hell of getting that in any sort of display unless you use like a PAX.
more importantly than that is how good that vulture is. That vulture is absolutely outstanding piece. I mean, it's better
Well,
than
that's yeah,
and it's not close. Not for me. It was really impressive. The wings, the base is fucking unbelievable. The whole base, the whole concept, the way you compose it in 3 different areas. They've got little bricks and little add-ons to fill every gap. They've got broken window frames, and it's just, and cement. It's absolutely, it's unbelievable. For me, I'm going to say it. I think that XM Vulture will be. I can't see a sleeper piece beating that this year. That piece is so good. It is that good that I would be very, very. I mean, I would even say it's one of the best pieces quality wise I've seen. Both portraits are outstanding. I really wish I liked Vulture more as a character, because if I did, I would fucking have that off you in a fucking shot, and I'd find somewhere for it to go. It's that good. It deserves to be out of the box. It's a stunning, stunning piece. Absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, for me the open mouth is the best one. The open mouth is really good. The sort of one where he's kind of screaming, like snarling a bit. I really like that.
So small,
the
so
teeth
well
are
done,
done really well.
right.
The thing about the teeth as well, they're not on the bottom. They're uneven, so it kind of makes it look more real. Because normally, whenever you look at most of the characters, they've all got like great dental plans and you've got perfect teeth. So with this one is it looks like a real person. And the only complaint that again, sorry, big shout out to Steve, by the way, who was the guy who did the trade with. The only
Steve
complaint,
Bunny, he's a really good guy to do. He's selling some stuff at the moment on a lot of our pages, and he's a very nice guy. Bless him. He had like a lot going on. He's expecting twins. His wife had a little bit of a scare, and we thankfully we had he was a good guy, and he was just like, look, come, and if I'm around, I'll, if not, I'll do this, that, and the other. He was very accommodating, bless him, and he made a lot. He was very hospitable. What a great guy. So if you're ever doing any business with him, rest assured he's a lovely guy to deal with. So
definitely. I just say it was gonna. I got a bit like, oh, fucking hell, because it was about 1 o'clock and like 1 a.m. and we were literally. I was got to be at George's house. I had to leave my house at like about 8 o'clock. What time did I get to your house? I was actually on time, wasn't I?
Yeah, you bang on half 9. I told you be there by half 9. You were there half 9.
I was half 9 on the dot, and basically when I got there, we sorry, at 1 o'clock in the morning, I got told, my missus has just gone into labour, and I might not be there, and I'm just like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Just like, yeah, and I'm like, you're kidding me, because basically, we booked days off work and whatever else, and we're just like, fucking hell, da da da.
Yeah,
and then he goes,
it.
yeah, and then he was like, yeah, but what we'll do is I'll leave it in the garage. And we're just like, what? Yeah, no, sorry, leave it in the shed. That was it. I was like, you'll leave it in the shed. I said, yeah, but if we do this trade, I want to have a look at it. I want to go over it, and I want you to go over the piece. I'm trading with you because I don't want any comeback later on.
Yeah, definitely.
And he goes, oh no, I trust you. Just leave it in there. Which is like, okay, so we're going to go all the way to this guy's house and leave this thing in his fucking shed. And it's just like, my God.
It was like the dodgiest statue drug deal you've ever heard of. But you know what? He's a really nice guy. You know what I mean? And thankfully we saw him. He was on a bit of a deadline as well, so we checked everything. He didn't at all rush us, but he had to go get his old girl. So bless him. He really good guy to deal with, man. Nice to meet him as well, because I've seen a lot of his posts and stuff like that and his sales. But he's always like buying and selling and things like that. So nice guy. But you did really well. I think you did exceptionally well out of that trade, personally.
Oh, I'm not complaining.
He really loves the piece. So he's happy. So that's all that matters. Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
But on top of that, we've had the fantastic news that Aaron Ray Perez. That's why we're wearing. I'm wearing my Deadpool. Alex has got a wind-up shirt on. If you can't see it, but I'm wearing my Deadpool shirt today because.
What are you talking about? I like this t-shirt.
Yeah, of course you do. We got tracking confirmation. The first wave is starting to move out of there now. So our Aaron Ray Perez Deadpools are on the way. So that's really good news. They're coming here, and we've got the red and the grey, me and Alex. So we're going to get them in and hopefully do a review very soon.
Yeah.
Very excited, very, very excited about that, I can tell you.
Oh, yeah, that's probably the custom piece I'm sort of most been pumped about, to be honest with you.
Yeah, for this year.
Well, it was also, I mean, if I wasn't getting the Guyver piece in, I'd probably that'd be the piece I'm the most excited about. But
yeah,
you know, the Guyver's coming in, so unfortunately, that is my kind of dream. But yeah, it's my dream piece. So unfortunate for Aaron is Guyver's taken the top seat. You know,
I don't have a Deadpool anymore, so I've got a few customs due, but this is the one. This is the one I've been waiting for. This Deadpool is the one that I can't wait to get in. Especially since we managed to get him in early with our orders, so we've got the unmasked Ryan Reynolds portrait, which looks fucking unbelievable. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward, especially looking because I've got the red and the grey, so comparing them, so it's going to be good. Can't wait.
Okay. So I'm just still going over these fucking pictures, man. God damn it.
How many we got?
I can't be bothered to do anymore. All right, let me just do these ones. Yeah, no, we got 266 pictures.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
Not that bad.
It's a good thing about sometimes occasionally missing the week. You know what I mean? When you've got like 70 photos, it's a bit like, fuck me, man. Just wait. Do you know what I mean? Let's just wait.
It's also, I mean, we, we've been off, but I think I probably have missed quite a bit.
Have you got all of the Sideshow reveals up?
Oh yeah, of course.
Good man.
Hope so. I do. To be honest with you,
I was a bit like, but then there's some serious stuff, man.
Yeah,
some really good shit being shown.
To be honest with you, I think I'm going to give up there. That's me done.
All right,
I can't bother to sort these anymore. Right. They're all together. They're all together. That's all there. That's all there. That's all together. I think I'm done. They do jump over.
I'm also. Have you got pictures of the latest XM release as well? The last two pieces that are now being QC checked.
Yep, got that.
Good man.
Well, I might have to do in future.
No flies on you today, man. No flies on you. Shit's strong today.
Well, I have my moments. They're quite rare.
Let me throw in a test. Did you get pictures of Darth Maul in there?
Yeah.
Good man. You're on fire, mate. You're on fire. I'm impressed.
I don't know. I didn't get Darth Maul, I don't think.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Sounded like a bullshit yes as well. I'll tell you something, man. I've seen some pictures. That fucking piece looks great. Looks
come out
really
well.
Nice.
Come out very, very well, actually.
Looks really nice, man. Really, and the light up lightsaber's fucking next level. It's got a delayed start. So you push the button and you move away from it, and then it's sort of like zoom. It's fucking brilliant. Absolutely outstanding, it looks. I was quite impressed, actually. We reviewed recently Gary Speed's Darth Vader premium format. And although the head's plasticky, very light,
someone's reading
lightsabers.
His Alex recording with a calculator. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on because yeah, I don't know because it's probably because it's I don't know. I can't even make up a reason. It's fucking shit. That's what it is.
So that the lightsabers, the technology on that at the moment is probably the best it's ever been. How impressive was it, that lightsaber? Just the whole light up was madness. And it looks
that was the thing is
Darth Maul has a similar sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, that was the thing about it was I think we actually filmed in the dark, which normally when you film in the dark, it doesn't come out too well at all. And we filmed that in the dark, and it actually looked really good on camera. Especially when you're doing when you're using 4K, it kind of it struggles when there's no light. So when you try and film that, it really does struggle.
Right, bits and pieces of these photos now. Let's go.
Oh, wait,
Got 300 pictures. Let's do it.
All right, let me save that one. There's the crossbones now. Someone's just put up.
Oh, nice.
Let's type.
What time is it?
Time?
Yes.
17 minutes past 7.
All right, let's get your act together, homie.
All right, let me just do these couple. Oh, and also someone at work, their ex-boyfriend left, what's her name? Black Cat Comic Cat.
Black Cat?
Yeah, left the Black Cat Comic Cat at her house. So she was like, oh, do you want to sell it for me? I'm like, yeah, go on. So give it to me and I'll sell it then. I haven't opened it yet.
All right, well, get in contact with Alex if you're looking for a Black Cat fucking Comic Cat then.
Yeah, well, we're going to open it up and see if it goes, well, Spider-Man. Wait for it. No, joking. All right.
That's another statue we're getting for free, man. You're going to destroy our reputation even further with this shit.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Well, no, because we've got to sell it for her.
Why do you have to tell people? Can't you just say that, you know what I mean, you bought it or something?
Yeah, I bought it and no. Well, I've got to give her money for it if I want to keep it. I'm just looking for the Darth Maul pictures because you're just trying to show me up.
Well, you see, the problem that you have now, dude, is I'm on Facebook, so I see a lot of the stuff now. So if it ain't there, I know it ain't there. It used to be, in fact, it used to be nice for me because it used to be a nice surprise. But wow, what the fuck is that? But now you probably only show about 10% of stuff I haven't seen.
Yeah.
That's all right. You dragged me into this Facebook fucking drama anyway.
All right.
I was having a much peaceful life, you know, looking after my family on YouTube.
Well, it does take a lot of time, and people don't really understand that. I mean, I've just recruited someone, so we ain't getting paid.
I'll tell you something.
So Rich,
I've just watched 10 minutes of the latest review he just did for the Joker Arkham. I was just about
to mention it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done an exceptional job. So Richard, mad love, bro. You're doing fucking great stuff, man. You're making Alex look.
That was what I said to you the other day, and you weren't listening to me. I said about doing that.
Doing what? Oh, really? Oh, that bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
I did, mate. Fresh perspective's always good, man.
I told him to do it.
Oh, shut up! Don't stop taking the credit. You know he's the fucking brain. Just give it that.
Well, I've just he just said, yeah, stick a couple in on the shared Dropbox, and I'll have a look. So I put about 20 reviews in there. So yeah, I'll stick a couple in there, buddy.
Mate, listen, there is a serious backlog, bro. We've got about 3 or 4 to do at my house. We've got at least 5, 6 to do in your house, and there's about 25 to 30 to go up. Loads to do.
Yeah. All right.
Let's get going. Come on.
All right, so let me go. So basically, I'm going to show all the shit anyway that we were just talking about, which we were meant to be doing as we were going along, but I was preparing stuff. So this is a picture I took of the lizard. So it's a
really nice piece, isn't it?
The photographs really well. I mean, that photograph for me is a really, really nice photograph.
Yeah, you're usually quite shit at it. That's a lot better.
I think there's
another script. I don't know what's got. Yeah.
So
what was I going to say to you?
I think the new camera is quite forgiving.
There's a lot of people that have been saying that they think that the lizard is the better piece between the Cable and the Venom. Do you agree?
No. I do. I mean, I think it comes across really well in pictures and photographs.
Yeah.
But the lizard's got. He's got issues with him. I mean, the jacket could be better. Sorry, the coat could be better. I think the water's okay, but could be better. I think the rust could look better. But that's me being really, really picky. I mean, overall, it's a really nice piece.
I think the water
sorry, the thing about it as well is it's one of those things where when you talk about a piece and you're like, oh yeah, trying to think of an example now. Yeah, the Venom. It's just not really that. I'm trying to think of one that's like really tall. And you're like, you know, a big piece, and you're like, oh yeah, that's like 25 inches. Like the Batman, I think, is 25
Yeah, yeah,
inches. And you're like
yeah,
25 inches, and you're like, yeah, that's big. Fuck me. And then when you go like, yeah, the lizard is 19 inches, and people are like, oh, it's only 19 inches, but it's
yeah.
fucking deep as fuck, and it's like dense. You know,
Wide
it's
as fuck.
big.
Wide as fuck. I mean,
When you see it up on the shelf, he dwarfs like most actually, well, everyone but Venom.
the thing is that I think you're being picky slightly on that, maybe the Warrior effect on the base and the Rust effect, but I still maintain that for me, XM's weak points are fabrics. Like, and I don't mean t-shirts or jeans. I mean things like coats and suits and things like that. That
Well, yeah, I
coat,
mean, you're talking about
I would
the
it's very
Kingpin.
thick. It's very thick, that coat, on the lab coat on that. Like the cast is very thick, like too thick. And the it has no texture whatsoever on it. The coat is very disappointing, like very disappointing. It's not a
Hmm.
minor like, oh, you being over the top. It's poorly done, in fairness. Um, Other than that, though, the jacket, the vest part on the front, that's fucking amazing, and the trousers, that's amazing the way that they've done them. But just the lab coat is quite poor.
Yeah. So,
And it's funny because not many people talk about it in reviews, which I can't understand, because it's as glaringly obvious as Wolverine's fucking teeth in the thingy. It's not done well. It's not even done okay. It's done poor. So compared to the Vulture, I couldn't find anything wrong with that Vulture. Like nothing. I couldn't find any problems. I was looking at it thinking, fucking, where's a flaw? Where is it? But fuck me, there was none. It was so good.
it's really good. Yeah. Again, it's just the
Yeah,
the
that
thing that
fucking
lets it down is the character appreciation.
totally, yeah.
So
He's
that was
bigger than
where
Lizard though, man. And he's a bit more. He's a bit more of an iconic villain than the Lizard, isn't he? Vulture.
he's more iconic, but I don't really think he's got a huge following because he's still just like an old man. But then they didn't do a young body, but then the young body would need to be a different like structure anyway. That's why they didn't do the young body because he goes a bit more buff than he.
That
So
Lizard
this is where
fucking
basically someone said to me, you know, your Spider-Man collection is coming along nicely, so I decided I'd put them all together. So yeah,
look at that
there you go.
silk, man. That silk. Shit, that's a nice piece and all.
Yeah, I mean, again, really happy. She looks great there. I moved her into the Struva so she's got a bit more room. It was a bit cramped in my Besta. So I've also got an empty cube up there. And I'll tell you
Oh,
what,
wow.
actually, what I was looking at the other day was where I've got an empty cube up here and pretty much an empty cube on the other side. But then I put Punisher in there on his own.
Mm.
And to be honest with you, he's got too much space because it needs to be in there with
Yeah,
something
yeah,
else.
yeah.
But when you actually have it in there on its own, posed, concealed, and
Sensible.
spaced out,
Yeah.
it looks really good. It looks really
Oh
good,
yeah.
and it makes you think like maybe there is something to not having too many pieces and having them so you have one
Alex,
in.
mate, I've told you, mate, a million times. Honest to God, it's my whole ethos is about the space. I mean, if you look at that cube, for me, the three best cubes that you have there, in my opinion, are the Spider-Man Comiket Silk, the Venom, and the Lizard. I think the use of space is just. I can see more space around those pieces, but everybody's different, man. Preferences are different. But that's a pretty sick setup there, bro. I'm really impressed with that. So well done there, man. It's a
Maybe we'll get
beautiful.
more Spider-Man pieces in the future. There's you with the
Them guns,
lizards.
man.
Sorry,
That's
the
what 18 7-inch arms look like, bitch. Hey, peak that shit.
then that was just to remind us that that was coming in because we were going to forget about it possibly.
Yeah,
So that's the Aaron Ray Perez Deadpools. This
can't
is the
wait,
base
dude.
for the Vulture. I keep saying lizard. The Vulture. So basically on this, can you see Mike? You can see it. So
Yeah, man.
these pieces come off, and you can pose them on there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then these pieces come off, and you can pose them on there as well.
Such a good touch. Because it's such a little hole, you wouldn't even notice it. It's
Yeah.
a very nice touch.
Well, they didn't need to do it at all. At all.
So I can't even get him in the picture. Look,
Yeah.
get him in shot.
It's the Billy Jones
Yeah, it's
head.
such a great thing. I love it, dude. Honest to God, I would have it. I swear, I'd fucking have it and display it in my
There you
house.
go. Look at that.
It's that so nice. Yeah, look at them wings. Shit. Look at the details there,
Looks
man.
like I don't know what you call them now. Native American, is it? I don't know, because you can't call Red Indian. So Native Americans, like, looks like a Native American headdress.
Oh yeah, you put it up against your head, didn't you? Yeah, I remember when you were there. I was quite embarrassed to be seeing you at that point. You did it in front of Steve, and I was a bit like, I tell you what, isn't it funny how the way the arms go into the piece as well?
Well, the arms are really fucking. The wings are well hard to get out.
Yeah, they don't go in the way you think they would. They go in like really funny. The whole shoulder, the whole arm and shoulder blades, and the back of it all like come out. It's like fucking like blocks. But yeah, it's secure, man. Nice piece there, bro. Really need to get that shit out. What?
No, the guy who said there was no top trunk. He's saying, "Oh, you're calling me out on it." I didn't name him. I didn't name him, did I? So yeah. Right. So this is the 1/5 scale Hulk, and I actually think this line is looking pretty good. I think it looks good. I think they're looking really good. This line. I just think they're doing really well on it. And
tell you what, man, you got to be careful with this 1/5 shit, because there is some fucking stunning one. I mean, the Turtles, the He-Man stuff, and it is getting strong, like really strong. And this Hulk has got this Bowen-esque about it, like the old school one that he did with the arms above his head, but just better. It looks a bit like Bowen, just a much better version. Looks great, really nice.
Neo Dragons, yeah. Buy my Mysterio off.
Tell you what, man, I've got that piece. It's a great fucking piece. That's another one.
Yeah, the Mythos line as well.
Yeah, the Mythos is old school, but I'm talking about new school. I'm talking about now. Some of their real good stuff. I mean, the Skeletor and the He-Man are really nice, and then you've got all these Avengers coming out now. Look great. You know, it's coming on well. Really good.
Right. So
that looks great. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah. No, I think the whole line looks really good, actually. And what's his name? Richard was saying that he's getting them all in. So he's saying he'll bring them down for us to review, or we'll go up and review them. This was just a teaser for the sword.
Take that fucker
out. Sword. That's Alex there from First for Figures. Oh, you got
it's funny when you hold it up against your arm and your forearm. There's something. There's a little bit more sort of 90s porn for me when somebody does. Like, look at the size of it up against my forearm. I don't know. Maybe we watched too much porn. Oh, he looks so chuffed, doesn't he? He's such a cute face, bless him.
Do you think 1/5 would ever compete with 1/6 or 1/4? Or do you think the scale will grow in popularity?
I think if Sideshow keep putting the quality into this, I mean, I'm quite impressed with their 1/5 line at the moment. Some of the stuff I'm seeing is very impressive.
Well, you got that Gotham Nightmares piece, the Batman, which I actually honestly thought when I first saw it, because I didn't watch the live. I did watch some of them, but I didn't watch that one. And when I saw the pictures, I just assumed it was a Quarter Dead piece, and I was like, "That's a fucking wicked Quarter Dead piece." And then I realised it was Batman.
I certainly think that if the work is great, I don't think it matters. I think that if there's so many good people, I mean, it's really good for displayability. I mean, you can put that whole 1/5 line probably into a D. You could put like at least 3 or 4 of them characters into a DTOF, and that's great. That's so good display wise. They're not going to be too heavy. They'll probably be about 4 kilos or something like that. It's perfect. Yeah. I think it's not too small. I think 1/6 is just for me personally. I love 1/6. I love the Bowen stuff. I think it's a little bit too small to have a whole collection of. That's my personal preference. But I've had a few 1/5 pieces. Like I've had the Ultron on Throne. I've had I've had a few, and I
had that
over the years.
I had the exclusive one. And then you had the Ghost Rider, and I had the exclusive one.
Thank you, 11 Arif. I had the Ghost Rider as well. That's 1/5. I had the Hulk, the Comicet Hulk. That's 1/5. And then we saw the Marquette. The Versus, and that's another. That's what I'm talking about. It's another great 1/5 line.
Then you got the Venom Premium format. That's one. Oh no, it's not one. Sorry, I got confused.
The Comicet. Yeah, no, that is 1/5. That's fine. That's another great piece, but it's 1/5. So again, can't lose.
Yeah. I think I've got these pictures
It's
twice
such a
now.
little
Which is...
fucker.
I got my T-shirt on, it causes trouble.
It causes trouble, yeah.
All right, so then this is the dates for the Connecticut's pieces have been moved around a little bit.
Sweet.
So I don't know if you've got any on order. So let's go down here. Where is the what? Where the fuck's the Thundercats?
It's probably underneath where our boxes are, bitch.
Damn it, it's not coming out till 2019. No, so it was on there somewhere.
As well. Like,
so yeah, you got a piece on there.
If you have got one of these pieces, they've made it so that a lot of these interlock anyway. So that's clever. So you can always mix your characters up, which is a great touch. Because our boy Rodney Jones, he won the Ken, didn't he? So you know he can mix one of them type of characters. He should have a close look here. You know, the Ryu or the Akuma. I don't know where the Akuma is, but I know they're making one.
No, they call it Goku, didn't they? Whereas is that Akuma Goku? No.
Yeah, down at the bottom.
Yeah,
Akuma
bottom.
Goki. Yeah, he's at the bottom there, but I don't know. I can't see the date, but I get looking at it. I don't know where it starts and stops because my boxes are in the way. But yeah.
Oh,
anyway.
So yeah. So that's the dates there. So pause that if you have any of those. This is then the first for figures guts piece. So from Berserk.
Fuck me, that's a big sword.
So I mean, I've only seen, I don't know, probably 6 episodes, maybe 7 or so, but it started to get a bit weird, so I kind of turned it off. So this is I can't remember where this was. This was at one of the there was like an Asian convention. They showed that on there, but no, I think this is pretty cool. And this is the exclusive. If you look at the base here. And the reason I know that is because if you look on here, zoom in, it says regular edition, which has got a plain base.
Yeah, I can see it there. Yeah.
So there's
nice.
that.
Good spot out.
Let me just skip that one. Oh, someone would have pointed out to me. This is also the, there's like a big demon thing from Guts, who I think it's who gives him his powers. I can't remember his name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to...
It's like...
Huh?
It's like something Zod, in it?
No, Zod is the no, that's the other character.
I thought that it was something like that, something Zod. But
so I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for Alex.
This is Prime 1 though, isn't it? This is. Or
this is Prime 1 now. Yeah, so this is Prime 1 now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
As I say, yeah, I'm waiting for Alex to come in and save me. Oh God, where are these? Yeah, it's odd. You're right, it is odd.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Thank you.
Sorry,
what are you doing now?
All right.
What are you doing?
No, I added some more pictures. I don't think they're updated. Oh, here you go. So there you go. There's more sort of size comparisons. Yeah. And then
it just looks beyond
this from the back. So there's that. I mean, Guts in Berserk, I mean, they're very popular.
Yeah, of course.
This is Amon from Devilman. So this is by Figurama. These pieces are quite expensive, though. So the Apocalypse of Amon. This is, I think, the person who did this is actually, is his name Kafar? Kfir. He did like a load of custom pieces. And something tells me that he did this as well, I think. So that then you're the look at the XM Studios Predator and
now this is quite interesting, this Predator, isn't it? Because this is Narin, isn't it?
Narin's doing it. Yep, you're right.
And this is the first ever Narin Predator that's been licensed, where it's all his own works, and it's been allowed. If I'm correct, in my summation, which is incredibly, you know, he's got quite a cult following now, and his stuff is very, very well respected. So
yeah,
I've seen some close up details of this, and it looks fucking crazy, like crazy. So
well, originally there was it was a different base originally, and what happened was I think it had loads of aliens on the base, and because of the fact the Convent film was coming out,
That's a removal.
they basically said, you're going to confuse people to make them think there's going to be another crossover because we've got a new Alien film, and they were told to take it out.
Yeah, and it's funny because that guy on the far right-hand side, or my left, is holding some type of fucking spear that you could actually spear someone with.
Yeah, that's Cam. That's the guy from Hive Studios, Studio Hive.
Just look at the fucking size of that spear.
Yeah. Well, you got the gut sword as well. So yeah, so this is Odd in his Nosferatu form. So yeah, massive hands, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then you got this is by Salt and Pepper Studios. So this is Gwen Stacy. So Mary Jane, sorry.
Yeah. Nice. Well, we know from their silk stuff that a lot, and their Gwen Stacy that this line
like
is.
That. Look at that. Look, wait. Look at the.
They must be fucking listening to you. They must be.
Oh yeah.
They must have phoned you up and sent you some pictures about them back dimples.
Do you want some arse dimples? Yes, put the fucking arse dimples on there. God damn it.
Very nice.
Okay. Right. Sorry, I just wanted to freeze on that for a little bit,
Of course you did.
There's a switch out head there as well. Like the more real head and then the more sort of comic head.
Cartoony head, yeah.
This is just to remind me that Omar, Aussie, and Emperor, he said that basically his Bane shipping is going to be $192.
Motherfucker, you really?
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm glad I didn't fucking jump on that. I'm going to get this piece, but I'm going to wait.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait for this. I'm going to wait a while. They ain't going anywhere. I'll wait, and then it'll come out, and someone will fucking move it on for something else, and I'll try and pick it up in the UK. I ain't paying these fucking prices for it. I can't. That's crazy. That's crazy money. 200 shipping. That's madness.
It's ridiculous.
Is that just Australia? What needs to get it into the UK?
I'm not sure. Right, so that was just to remind me that this is the new Pop Culture Shock Akuma.
Yeah.
So you got the light up on the back.
Well, that's a good idea instead of using the shit paint.
Yeah. Then you got it's going to come with that many, so 7 heads.
Wow. I saw a picture of it. Have you got a picture of it in the flames?
I do. Neo Dragon says the guy with shipping is going to make me cry. I think it's going to make me cry as well, but I'm going to pay it. So this is them doing some little bit of tailoring there on the leg.
Alex, that's you.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
It's my side job. Well, the only
reason
you can tell it's not me because he's not that grey. Not as grey as me. And there you go. That's that shining through the through jacket. I think that's really nice. And then
it's lovely.
Fuck me.
Body's got bang on and all.
So yeah, there is the flame. There is the flame one somewhere, but I'll get back onto that.
I'm really impressed with it as well. It looks really nice. This is fucking crazy. This thing.
I'm gonna have to find a picture because
that's madness. That's from the quarter deadline.
It's called a deadline, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, that size of that is really big.
Absolutely amazing.
But you do know the thing is I met Ariel Olivetti, and when I met him, he showed me his
sketchbook.
And I'm pretty sure that was the piece in his sketchbook that he showed me.
Look, it's got Olivetti written all over that, bro. That's written all over that thing. That looks great. That really looks impressive. I'm digging that.
It's huge. And I mean, I know that Roberto Pena and a few other guys, they collect the Quarter Dead and they get quite excited about these pieces. And, it looks great. It does look really good.
I've got to say, this line just seems to be getting stronger and stronger for me. I mean, I've seen a couple of reveals of the Court of the Dead stuff recently. There's been at least 3 that I can think of off the top of my head, and every single one of them looks good.
Well, they said that San Diego Comic Con, there's going to be 9, I think they said.
9 new ones.
9 new pieces, but there could be some that are reimaginings.
Oh yeah. But they're still all new pieces. That's great. Well, that's great. Apart from anybody that's collecting Court of the Dead, you better wipe out next year's pre-order, bitch, because you're going to be busy. Because that ain't going to be cheap. That looks like it's going to be a big, expensive, heavy piece.
It does.
Looks great though.
So, and also they seem to be taking their time with that line as well, and they do. I mean, some of the pieces I've seen, I do really like. So that's a close up there. Do you remember what his name was?
No idea. I wouldn't know anyway.
No.
But yeah, there's Olivetti all over that fucking bitch.
Yeah, nice. Look at all the sort of nails down his spine.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like a Frankenstein, isn't it? It's a Frankenstein monster.
Yeah.
Wow, who's that?
Oh, what was?
There's something I haven't seen. There's one of the pictures I haven't seen.
Yeah. Well, as I say, I mean, now you're on Facebook. There's no hiding, from you, is there?
Really?
It's all you're going to see it all, and there's no like, yeah, George, I've got something to show you, and you're going to be, oh, hello. And I'll be like, yeah, George, if you carry on being a dick. I'll be like, yeah, if you carry on being a dickhead, George, I'm not going to show you. And you'll be like, oh, no, sorry. No, I ain't got that anymore. I ain't got that power. So this is, this Pablo Miguel O'Hara is posted these. I'm not sure who the artist is, but this is Crossbones.
Nice.
So you can see loads of detail on there. There you go.
Yeah, this is just a mock-up, isn't it? This is just a mock-up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
It does look really nice.
Yeah, it does look good.
All right, so
I can see the broken Hail Hydra thing just there as well near the shield. The octopus and skull head.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, so
really nice. Yeah, need a good one of them actually. Crossbones. There's
the one quarter scale Akuma, which I actually think that looks fucking wicked.
It does look great. It really does.
I think that looks really good. I mean,
it's funny, this, isn't it? What's this shit? Ain't me and you meant to hate fucking Sideshow and PCS and be XM fans?
Oh yeah. Oh shit. We're still.
Get on point, man. You're blowing your cover here. Let's start talking about how crap this stuff looks and how bad their shit is.
Yeah. Fuck PCS and fuck them. No. No, I think that's really good. There is a rumor as well that I don't know how true it is, but there was a rumor about how they're going to do to keep the classic collectors happy. They're going to give them plain black base as well.
They're going to give. Oh wow, that's a great touch. Yeah. I mean, it is about that, isn't it? If you're a big nut Street Fighter fan, you know what I mean. You want, you know what I mean. If you've got like 10 or 15 20 classic line, you don't. This flame's going to stand out like a fucking,
Yeah. I think I think, as I say, I mean, it's hard to tell because when you zoom in, it goes a bit blurry. But
it looks.
I think
it really does.
I think that's probably one of the sort of better looking Street Fighter pieces I've seen that they put out in a while.
Agree, 100%.
But and if it comes with fucking 7 heads, that's ridiculous.
But there's so many. I mean, you've got like the Fated Retribution. I think it's called Tekken 7 or 9 or whatever it is. Where he's got like almost like a lion's mane fucking hair. Looks crazy. That's another thing, so there's loads of like portraits of him up. That's a great touch. It's a great touch.
This is apparently the exclusive for the Lady Deadpool. So it's a head paw kicking. She's kicking it with a stick of dynamite as well.
Dynamite, yeah. That looks great though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I saw from the Sideshow Live. I saw a picture that they posted up on RaddTitan.com. Was the picture of them both next to each other, like the Heatseeker Deadpool and this one, the Lady Deadpool, and there was a very similar theme to them that went great. But this X is a really great exclusive. So I'm very happy that this isn't some run of the mill crap exclusive. This is a very, very nice exclusive. This. And this is what I think Sideshow need to be doing more and more and more. I want to see, the exclusives, because this is what's bringing, the business in. This makes you buy from them, because this is what you get from them, the X's. So having
it looks quite different from his actual sketch. Actually, I'm looking at his sketch now. Rough. How do I share this one?
Don't, just keep going. We've got a lot to get through. I've got time for you to keep going back and forward.
Sorry, boss. So then this is the Helios spawn. So this is what Hans has been working on. Hans Creel Anderson and Helio Lamas has been doing this. So it's based on the artwork from the Spawn 250.
Yeah, I'm hoping to get this in hand and review this.
Well, I mean,
it looks very, very nice.
Yeah, and look all the detail in there as well. It looks really good.
This comes with like 6 heads as well. It comes with 3 paint ups and 3 light ups.
It does. The exclusive has 6 heads. Yeah.
Yeah, very, very interesting.
So give it a little spin. Then you got the close-ups on the rocks and the skulls, the real chains.
And this is all hand sculpted, isn't it?
This is the one that's been hand sculpted, and there is another one that's been digitally sculpted as well.
Yeah, I think this is an exceptional job. This I very much hope.
This is talking about it, actually. This is 1/5 scale as well.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so go through these.
Very nice.
And then you switch out heads. I don't really know enough about Spawn to know which head's which, what it means, but I know the classic one. That's what I like.
Yeah, me too.
And then there's the base underneath. So this is of 30 pieces. Heliodara. And that's the light up.
Oh, wow. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. That's got the mood spot on that, isn't it? Really nice.
Yeah. This is update for the PCS Radd, which I think Speedy's got one on the way.
Oh, good. I hope to see this. Is this Carl Urban?
Yeah.
Fucking love that. Love that film.
I always want to say Keith Urban.
I want to say it as well. But
yeah.
That was on point. This is the pictures.
This is the hand for the XM Predator, just to show the kind of detailing on that. And then there's the inside of it.
Yeah. Crazy.
Really nice detailing.
Looks great.
Really, really well done.
Weird.
With XM, I mean, the quality is definitely going to be there, because we have to say that just because we're XM fanboys.
Then is that the more thing that I think is that the great thing is going to be the fact that a Predator is full of spikes, spines, dreads, blades, spears, loads of sharp edges, and you can rest assured that it'll arrive to you in mint condition. Because I saw someone posted on our page.
Yep, I saw that
recently. That I can't remember who the fuck what it was. I think. Yeah, somebody.
I thought it was Cat Dad. I thought he got the.
It was. It was shaped. Yeah. I think
it was Cat Dad. He got the Thor, and the box looked like it was attacked by a pack of wolves, man. It was fucked. And then you open it up, and it was like the black box XM has was mint, and then no issues inside, and it was like
nothing had moved. It's just amazing.
And the shipper was.
It really is
fucked.
It was. It really did look like a pack of wolves had been at it. That's a good. Yeah. Right. I can speak English, bitch.
What?
I can speak English, bitch. Don't fucking correct me.
You were thinking. I had to.
I said it.
This is the XM Studios Carnage print.
Don't like it.
No, the head's a bit. It looks like the head's been pasted on.
I don't like this piece. I'm serious. I don't like this piece at all. I'm not sure about this at all. Yeah. I really don't like any of the portraits. And I don't know if it's just the pictures, but the skin texture of this piece don't look right. It doesn't look right. It's a shame, really, because I don't like this tongue shit. I don't know where this come from.
There are comics with the tongue, but I'm not really a fan of the tongue look on him.
It's a shame, really, because
I'll go for more the classic Maximum Carnage look.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
But I'll tell you what,
I love all the switch out. I love the hands. I love the base. I love all of that bit.
Yeah.
And I love the pose and the attack and everything. I like all of that. It's just I'm not sure. I need to see it in the hand because I want to see the skin. I hope the skin texture is matte and not this shiny stuff, how it looks in pictures. Yeah.
I agree. Jay Chai's saying about he's disappointed they chose the tongue head for the print. I agree as well.
Yeah.
I really agree on that. But
Me
in
too.
all honesty, I'm probably going to get drunk and order it anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
This is the, I think it's Tiger Customs. So this basically was one of the pieces where XM Studios had a competition for a Hulk transformation statue. And this one came second.
Yeah.
And,
Runner-up. Yeah, it was
the
my pick
runner-up.
to win, actually.
And I think this looks really good. Really nice. It's
Yeah,
based on, is it number 102, 101? Richard will tell me because he's getting a lot of print done of it. So, yeah, that's.
I really like in the box. You can pretty much just see where the RaddTitan box is. You can see that glowing ooze from the chemicals, and I think it looks great.
Yeah.
I love the there, and I love the resin, the clear resin everywhere. I think it's cracking. I love the concept.
Oh, I think it's great.
I've got to ask you this question. I thought that he's in an explosion. So what's this?
I don't know. Is this him just pissed off and changing? I don't know.
But what does he have the potion for? Is he trying to
102? Yeah. I don't know.
Is he trying to heal himself, or is he trying to change himself? Or because this is a little bit more Jekyll and Hyde look.
Well, yeah, but it's based on the cover though. That's just what he's doing on the cover, isn't it?
Yeah, I wonder if anybody knows, put in the comments, because I wonder if this is like an origin story that's slightly different to the one I know, or if he's just trying to fix himself, and it all goes drastically wrong, as usually happens with bands.
Rob Newbury's asking, how did you guys meet? And I realised you shared a love for statue collecting. Well, Rob, we've been friends since we were about 5 years old, so we kind of grew up together.
We met in the dinner queue. Alex was in the same year as me, but we had two different forms, two different classes, and we were both at the front of the queue, and we were trying to get into lunch. And obviously, I fucking being like how I am, I wanted to get in first. So me and Alex started competing against each other. The standard always hands on your finger on your mouth, all that shit. And then we, you know what I mean. And then we ended up fighting and went to the headmaster's office, and the headmaster, Mr. Skinner.
He hated me.
Yeah,
I only realised that we had a headmaster called Mr. Skinner. I only realised that like about a year ago, and I was just sitting there one day, and I was like, "Fucking hell, Principal Skinner is like the fucking Simpsons." I only realised that really recently. I was just like,
we both got sent to the headmaster. We both got sent to the headmaster, and we didn't know each other. And he was like shouting at both of us, and then we did the old school thing where you pretend that you're friends. So you don't get in trouble. So you have a fight with a kid and you just pretend, like we're friends, we're messing about, blah, blah, blah. And we've been best friends ever since. The statue thing, we fell into that pretty much just together. We always collected comics. We collected DVD, films, VHSs. We've always sort of collected things, He-Man figures, G.I. Joe stuff when we were kids. Yeah. And we went into comics and we used to go up and travel up together to like Camden Town and all that and buy comics. Yeah, we used to go to a few different places, and then I can't remember. I can't really say who got the first pieces. I think Alex got a couple of little mini Bowens and a couple of Kotos. Was it Koto or
I got a Koto, a Koto mini Bowen and a Diamond Select.
Yeah,
and then and then the reviews. You basically asked me to send you a video what I had, and then I decided to do a piss take video, and it kind of went from there really. But yeah, so that was quite funny. Anyway, we have diverted there. But that was only, we only started collecting the actual statues like 2013, I think it was.
Yeah, about 5 years ago, isn't it? About 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah. Someone's saying, do I have a plan on taking Gio to Hong Kong? Can't Gio fucking make his own way there? Jesus, I got to take him.
Listen, Gio will go everywhere, but Gio don't pay.
Rob Newby's also saying, is there a piece for each of you that made you realise you were a hardcore collector? I don't class myself as a hardcore collector. I don't. I mean, there's people out there who have got ridiculous collections, and
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've
Fucking hell.
probably on my best day, the most I probably had was just over 50, I think. I probably in the area of fuck knows now, Jesus. I must be around 45 or something now, but um,
I won't personally go above, like I was saying earlier about spatial things. I personally won't go above 25 to 30 pieces personally.
mm,
But that's not to knock anyone who's got hundreds of pieces. I've got a lot of friends who have like fucking hundreds of pieces. But I try and limit my collection to one room, and I try and limit it so that every piece has enough space to be seen as best as possible. I do not like things stacked next to each other and all mixed together where I can't see what the fuck I'm looking at. It's just an aesthetics point of view that
well, George has OCD, and I don't as well. So,
yeah, it's true. There's a borderline truth to that, I'm afraid.
well, yeah. I mean, I would quite happily put 5 pieces in a cube if they fit.
I have 3 cubes in my display room that's 1 meter across, and they all only have 2 pieces in them. I could get 5 pieces in there, or 4, at least 4, but they only have 2 with mirrored back, so I can see everything. Otherwise, I could stack more and more and more and more. I could probably get 50 in this room, but I just find that it feels cluttered, and my mind feels cluttered, and I think everything's on top of each other, and I just feel very uncomfortable. So. You know, I went through a stage where I had a lot of more pieces, and I stopped coming in the room because it just felt very untidy, and I wasn't happy.
Well, I mean,
I was collecting because of that.
My room's quite messy at the moment. I need to tidy it up. And I've got boxes. I've got 3. I've got the room where the garage used to be. That's full of boxes. I've got the room upstairs, like a big fucking room upstairs. The master bedroom is actually full of boxes. I don't use the master bedroom.
Full of boxes.
And
My whole house
a
loft
loft
is full
full of boxes. Yeah, I started to take them all out because what I was doing originally was I was putting them in the master bedroom, and then I was like, yeah, I'll stick them in the loft later, and then I fucking filled up the room, and then I was like, all right, I'm going to go and stick these in the loft now, and most of the boxes don't go in the loft anymore because some of the boxes are too big to go through the hatch.
XM boxes are massive. I mean, to answer the question, I'm going to answer it the best I can. We can't talk about our personal pieces, really, because we don't. I wouldn't say me or you consider any of them to be unattainable. To be brutally honest,
Yeah.
I don't believe there's a statue in the world that's unattainable. If you're patient and you're savvy enough, you can get hold of anything. But the moment that I think me and Alex realised that there was a whole new level of collectible out there and quality would have been the original Spider-Man comic kit from Sideshow. The first time we saw that, Andy Fusco brought a custom version to us. And the first time we saw that, we realized that we'd only just scratched the surface of what's out there. And I think that changed really from that moment on to actually start trying to get to see as many pieces as we can. And that's why we fly. That's why we get around, just to try and see as much as we can, because there's new ground is being broken every day.
Well, you have to remember as well. I mean, if you go on, even that's the best thing about. Well, not the best thing, but one of the best things about the channel is that our whole collecting has been documented on the channel. We kind of started doing the reviews when we started to buy them, so it's all documented there. So when we saw pieces in the review and you look at them earlier on, there's probably a piece that now we'd look back on and go, wow, we actually said that was good. But at the time, that was what we thought. And, that was, our tastes have changed as we've seen more pieces. And I think even if you look at the reviews up until the Black Spider-Man one, it was a bit like, yeah, this is really good, this is really good, this is really good, this is really good. And then all of a sudden we saw the Spider-Man, we were like, holy shit! Yeah. Okay, we need to sort of read. And I think, did we see the Black Spider-Man before 4? And then we saw 4 shortly after, didn't we?
I think it was close, but I think we saw the Black Spider-Man first, and then the Thor.
Yeah,
and Thor was another one of those moments. It's like a boy. I think his name is it. Dave Ross is our mate from Facebook. Is it Dave?
Dave Ross.
Is it Dave? Yeah, that might be Dave Ross. I remember he'd been collecting Sideshow, like, you know, like for however long, and other pieces, and he got the XM Venom, and I said to him, and it's the first ever XM piece he's ever seen, and it's the first piece ever bought, but he had to have it, and he paid a lot of money to get it because it was important. It was exactly the right Venom he wanted, and I sent him a message, and I said to him, trust me, once you fucking see this, your life is going to change forever. You can't go back. Once you start getting these certain pieces in hand, other pieces just that you thought were good just look ordinary. And I warned him. I said, once you go there,
Are you talking about you're talking about Dave Rose?
Is it Rose?
Yeah,
It might be Rose. Dave Rose. Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, he just got Venom, didn't he?
And he basically, when he opened it, he said, George, you're fucking spot on. You know, and it is like that. It really is. You get through a stages when you get what you can grab, and then eventually you'll see more and more and more, and then, you know, you get pieces in and stuff, and then things start moving out, and it's very, you know, it's nice sometimes to to only have a few little options, and you're like happy with what you've got. Because I was happy with Bowen. All my Bowen pieces, I loved all of them. And then Sideshow come in and ruined Bowen, and then XM come in and ruins more of the average pieces for Sideshow. There's still some great pieces.
I mean,
getting better and better all the time now.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's kind of happened on some of the other pieces where, you know, we've had a piece and it's kind of, you know, I thought in my mind, I'm like, wow, that piece is amazing. That's a really good piece. I'm going to keep that piece in my collection, blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden I get in 5 more pieces. So I'm like, yeah, that piece is going now, you know, and that's what's happened. And as you sort of buy more and more, it's happened to you as well, where you bought more and more and it's like, this piece is never leaving. This Deadpool's never leaving. This Sabretooth's never leaving. This Superman's never leaving. Batman's never leaving. And, you know, they all go and it just happens. So yeah, that's just the way it is. It's just the evolution of the collector.
Yeah. There you are. Thanks, bitch.
Right. So are we still there? We still here? So let's go through these. And so then this is one that a few people have been pushing on First for Figures for a while.
Yeah.
So First for Figures have now announced the Bayonet series. I think this is a PS3 game, but I'd never really played it.
Bayonetta. It's a female
Bayonetta.
Hack and slash type game. Nice. I've never played it, but I've seen it like being played somewhere.
I rewatched. You know, when I was editing the video for Heavenly Sword, I rewatched some videos for that because I was going to try and put one on the video, and it looks like it's very similar to God of War.
Yeah, I mean, it's Bayonetta's the same. It's the same type of playability game. I mean, it's nice. It's a very smooth game. It's a nice game.
So this is one I'm very, very excited for. So this is First for Figures have announced Metal Gear Solid. I know a lot of people have been waiting for Metal Gear Solid. Joe's been waiting for Metal Gear Solid. Loads of people have been saying, you know, come on, sort this out. Get you know, Konami to say yes. And basically now the 25,000 members of the First for Figures Club, they do announcements. So this is the announcement, and this is the one which I'm like, oh yes, come on. So they need a solid stake.
It's the same though recently, isn't it? Something happened with First for Figures with the law. They showed the law, and there was some sort of pre-order problem when not enough people bought it. So they've had to push it back a little bit and wait for the a couple of the other pieces in the line to come out before they can make that law.
They originally cancelled it, and then there was quite a backlash, obviously, because people want it. But there wasn't enough pre-orders. I can't remember how many were. There were like 100. It was like 140 or something. But they then decided.
But we had this discussion. We had this discussion with First for Figures when we had them as a guest on our chat.
Yeah,
and they're like collectors company. But we did say to them at the time, you know, it's a very risky strategy to have because, you know, they do their numbers, and if you don't get their numbers, they don't release the pieces. I mean, so a lot of other people don't do that. They set a number and then they release, and then the hype and the thing starts going, and then the pieces start to sell out.
Yeah, yeah.
But they don't operate that way.
There are so many collectors I speak to, and they won't buy anything until it's in hand. They won't even think about it. They won't
Oh, there's
pre-order a
loads,
piece
massive,
at all.
massive percentages.
There's
Yeah,
loads of them, and with that in mind, they've lost loads of customers. Then a lot of people will be waiting for the first piece in the line, which is King, to come out. King ain't even come out yet, so that's going to fuck them up.
yeah.
Then a lot of people are waiting. Another set of people are waiting to see what other pieces they're releasing. So you have people waiting for different things, and you only have a very short window. I think you only have 2 weeks to order.
Yeah. But the thing to remember all the time, Al, right, is that, we know as well as everybody else does. Anybody out there that's collecting's got pieces. Like, let's say, for example, you're selling something, right? So I'm selling the Superman Premium format, and it's up for 500 quid. Let's say. People will negotiate with you really hard for like 3, 4, 5 days in a row. They're like religious on your arse. And then once they've got the price that they've wanted, they disappear. They're fucking gone.
Yeah.
And you don't hear anything for months. And you're like, right, okay, well, that was just a waste of time. And that's because they want to know if they can get a better deal elsewhere. Sometimes you have to understand that with a lot of times when people are putting posts up on Facebook and on groups going, we're going to make this, do you want to see this character? And you get 1,000 people saying they want fucking this, that, and the other. That doesn't mean you're going to get 1,000 sales, bro.
Oh, no.
You need to get fucking 20% of that. So people can be like, I want it to have 3 heads, all singing, all dancing, light up, bass, edition size of 150, blah, 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 all these demands. And then as a company, you're going, yeah, I'll fucking do that for you. Yeah, yeah, that's great. Let's do that. And then they do it. And then they go, are you going to buy it? And they go, no, I'm not buying it. But wait, I've just given you everything you've asked for.
You see that on forums with Sideshow. You see on forums with XM where people will say XM need to change this, XM need to do that, XM this, XM Sideshow need to do that. Why has Sideshow done this? XM actually, if enough people complain, they will change things. But then, yeah, the amount of people who complain to actually buy,
the ratio is so bad that you really got to be. I mean, it's great to be the collector's company. I love First for Figures. But I know for a fact that if there's got 150 pre-orders and they set, I don't know, 400 or 500 PO and they release a few of those pieces, they get them out the first wave, they'll sell out. They will sell out. I'm not worried. I wouldn't be worried whatsoever. The quality is there, and that piece looked fucking crazy, and King looked crazy. But yet you have to go a little bit more, don't you? You have to just push a little bit more. If you go with the theoretical number and you put it in stone, it's very hard, man. It's very hard. So I wish them luck with that. And I know once King comes out, that law is going to sell out. I know that without fucking doubt. But they need to look at that a little bit because like we did say that on the interview, like when we were speaking to them.
Well, one of the funny things as well, I've just typed on the thing there, is basically when I look on the First for Figures group and I go through their group is super active. I find it really hard. I find it really hard to find their updates because it's literally like Alex will post an update, people will comment on it, and then all of a sudden it will be like 50 comments down where people are really active on the group. I mean, there's 25,000 members. But the thing I always notice is they'll post something and they'll post the price. And the thing is First for Figures prices are very reasonable compared to other companies.
Very.
The Nightmare, I can't remember the price, but I think it was something like $475. And basically, if you were going to get that Nightmare piece from another leading company, that would be like $650 easily.
Maybe at close to 758 out. They're massive, 24, 25 inches.
So I mean, when you look at it that way, I mean, their prices are very reasonable. And you look at, their Simon Belmont was well cheap. I can't remember how much he was, but he was really cheap. And the thing about their Simon Belmont is if they actually did the process of saying, okay, we're going to release 1,000 Simon Belmonts, and they were still selling them today, they'll be able to sell loads now because of the Castlevania Netflix show just came out.
Yeah, the Castlevania thing, the Netflix, and then you've got
reviews. It's all about then, 1,000 is we compared to other companies is a small number, but I guess
total edition size it is, yeah. 1,000 is very reasonable for a total edition. But I mean, like I'm saying, if they want 500 of that lore or whatever they're looking to make, I really think that once it comes out, they'll get it.
Yeah,
it's just about having a little bit. You know what I mean? It's. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to be safe. They're trying to keep going, and I get it. I completely get it. I understand. And we were talking to them. It was very. They're very much.
Well, it's also about cutting back on costs so that the products so the products can remain that price. They cut back on the costs. So what they do is they only order around what has been ordered, and that way they don't have to then have all the storage in warehouses, and that's a lot of money to store pieces. So there is that as well. All right, let's carry on with this. So that's the Metal Gear Solid. This is the Avado Shuado custom head for the Sideshow Aquaman, and this head is really nice.
It is very nice.
It's really, really nice. I mean,
very nice.
I saw this and I was just like, if that came with the actual Sideshow version, that'd be like, I wouldn't say grail status because I don't use that word, but it'll give it a lot more fucking brownie points. I'll tell you that.
Say that word.
That's
a slap.
There you go. Look at that. Scarred eye. I love that scarred eye.
Yeah, no pupil, no nothing. It's fucking brilliant, isn't it? What a great job. The hair looks fantastic as well. The beard.
Yeah.
Very stoic. Love it.
Really, really like that. And also the traps are smaller.
Yeah. Motherfucker shrugging, bitch.
Well, no, he's stopped shrugging.
Upright road, motherfucker.
Right. So then you got the this is for the actual print, but then Sideshow was released their Harley Quinn to go up for pre-order, and they've also released. Actually, I think we've got a picture for that anyway. Don't matter. This is just to show you that ARH. This is probably something they should have done a long time ago. Is they're actually now doing kits for people to paint, because one of the problems they've always had is getting things painted on time and getting them painted to a high quality, and getting them out to people. So kits are actually surprisingly popular. So I think that's actually a very good move for ARH to do. I know there are other companies where I think I saw something, but I might be wrong. Neo Dragon's on here anyway, so he'll correct me. But I'm pretty sure that I saw something on First Figures where they were talking about doing something as a kit. It may have been Crash Bandicoot, but I might be wrong. But I'm sure I read a post where First Figures were talking about selling a piece as a kit because there was a few requests for it. Let me know, Alex, because you seem to always correct me, you fucker. And there's the two pieces there. This is the Kirby First Figures.
Cool.
All right, Nicholas is off. See you later, Nicholas.
Much love.
Neo Dragon says not that I know of, but there is quite a high chance I probably made it up in my head. I was without. Also, one of the reasons we were off air for a long time is I was without a phone for 8 days, and it was fucking painful. This is the painted Cammy from Connecticut.
Looks good, this and all.
Right, so they've only done the Femme Fatale Cammy, and they're working on the other two, the Jury and the Chung Li. I think that this zooming in the wrong part, well, the right part there, but yeah. So yeah, really, really like the look at that.
Yeah, it's looking good. Looking good.
Looks nothing like Kylie Minogue, but hey. This is, I can't remember what piece it is now. Fuck's sake, this is Connecticut's. I think this was the Ryu.
Is that going into the back of the truck?
Yeah, we were just saying they're all in. They're all in. I can't remember. I download so many fucking pictures. I really lose track.
That's definitely going into the back of a truck. So that's on the way out.
Oh, apparently Tiago Pinto says that there was quite a lot of people asking about kits, but Alex said not at the moment. Alex is saying nothing from Connecticut interests him. I'm mad. That fucking the best one I think is the Charlie versus Guile, obviously behind the Thundercats piece.
Oh, they're going to be they're. I mean, that's going to be something that's going to take off later.
Yeah.
And there hasn't been enough released yet. But once more of them starts coming and interlocking and people have got them, that will all change.
Yeah. What about? I wonder if First Figures has got a SquareSoft license, because I would love to have like a. Actually, I think First Figures would be a good one for Sephiroth. But then you would have Kinetic X would be great to do like a Sephiroth versus Cloud diorama. That would be fucking awesome.
Don't know what the fuck.
And they do their pieces so dynamic. Cloud is the blonde one with the big sword, and then white hair with like the ninja sword, samurai sword.
What fucking game is this? What is this?
Final Fantasy VII.
Oh right, no, I don't know. No idea.
And that would be quite a good piece for them to do. This is the Albane. Be fucking massive.
Yeah.
Really, really big.
Nice imagining. I mean, it's not classic, so but I mean they always do so many switch out. I mean, I remember when I saw the Batman, I wasn't impressed with it at all, but they just mess with it so much before it comes out that then eventually you can make it like a classic Batman. It looks the bollocks. So I wouldn't put too much stock into like the way that looks at the moment. That'll be one of possible 4 fucking or 5 or even 25 possible looks.
I think when we were looking at the original Batman a long time ago, we kind of bashed it quite a lot. And then when you see it in hand, you're like, actually, you can kind of pose it quite, not totally classic looking, but quite classic looking. And you've got so many options.
Definitely get away.
And I think the thing about XM as well is they do that where it's like I think you did the analogy with like Conor McGregor where you constantly doubt him and he always proves you wrong. It's all like with XM. And there's a lot of times where I doubt them and they always prove me wrong. So I don't think there's been really a time where I've been really, really disappointed with Craven. I think Craven and Elektra are probably the 2 worst XM pieces, and maybe the original Hulk.
You said that about She-Hulk as well.
Well, yeah, she's down there.
You haven't seen Craven and you haven't seen Elektra in hand, and I know a lot of big nuts who I would consider some elite collectors have got Elektra. No, you haven't seen the production of Elektra at all. You hadn't seen a production of She-Hulk, and you come back and slated it with Craven and Elektra, and then when we reviewed it at Tom's House, you were like, "Fuck me, this is much better than I remember." And I think you should be careful because that's why I'm smart. I just shut up. Thankfully, I wasn't.
You never shut up. You always got a big fucking mouth. You get us in trouble.
But I wasn't over there to see the prototype, so I can't say, "Oh, I thought this was crap and this was good." So your camera out, you fucking bellend. Stop drinking like a fuck. You're at a bar.
Fuck your couch.
Pulling your fucking head back, doing shots, and your camera goes wonky. I think they just changed so much from prototype to production. You know what it's like. It's very hard, but like I say, with this, you just don't know, dude. I mean, there will be so many switch out options and changes that would that could turn it close to classic.
Yeah.
What I do really like is I like the food dogs all over it.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of food dogs in general.
Well, the Joker's got a food dog on his, hasn't he?
I don't know.
Oh no! Sorry, he has armor. He's got armor. No, yeah, he ain't got.
I like the food dogs. But I mean,
I think he had a food dog originally.
I'm really big Sideshow Bane. So for me, if I can get that for the right type of money, that's where my investment will go. But oh yeah, they're quite cool. They're 2 nice masks.
It's from above.
Yeah, it's a big fucking thing. It's gonna be big. That
it's massive.
Shit, man.
This is the XM Studios Iron Fist. So this is one with the light up.
Yeah, because there were people, weren't they, that were talking about how his whole arm shouldn't really be lit up because it was all lit through the forearm, wasn't it? All the way to the elbow. They were saying it shouldn't be like that. I think they've done a couple of different light up options now. I'm not sure to make everybody happy.
Well, there were people saying the arm looked like a chicken wing. They were saying.
Go on.
I mean, this does look a lot better than it did. I mean, The tattoo on the prototype was quite poor, but then also that was one I think they kind of rushed, and it was only half painted when they went to Singapore, Singapore Toy Game Comic Con.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the character, but I mean, this looks cool.
Yeah. Well, the Netflix show shit. Don't watch it.
I don't watch any of the Marvel TV stuff.
Watch Daredevil's the best one by far out of all of them. But I do like if you look at his sort of like the shading here on his ribs, you got all the veins there as well. I think they're done really well.
Yeah, the musculature looks spot on to me. It looks really nice. I mean, I like it. This is one for our boy Brandon Guerrero. If he don't pick this up, someone needs to slap that moustache off him, because this is right up his street. This is.
I was well wondering. You see in the background here, I was wondering what that was there, and I'm like, is that like what is that? Is that like part of fucking Akuma's head? Because if you look there, it looks like Akuma's hair, and he's like little ponytail thing, and it looks like that's his face, and then that could be a bead. Right, that could be a bead there, and then that could be the top of his fucking shoulder and his arm. Yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck is all this then? Yeah, it's a fucking Godzilla. I was just like, Jesus, how can I be so fucking wrong?
Prove, right? You see what the fuck you want to see, didn't you?
Yeah. It's not when you look at clouds and you're like, yeah, look, it's fucking Darth Vader sitting on a sheep. So there's the back there with the power supplies.
I mean, that's a really complex sculpt, that twisting and turning thing. It's it really amazes me how they get that so well. I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah. I don't know why I've got that there.
This probably is linked with the fact that there was some uproar about the writing on the scroll. Apparently, there are certain lyrics on the scroll from the Iron Maiden fucking song. You know, like that thing where you play it backwards and it's like,
really?
Like fucking, yeah, there's like writing on it. There was this big thing about it, about what it actually says and what it actually means or some shit. I think our boy Jose was asking, Gonzalez, he was asking about it, about, if anyone knew. I'm sure somebody did on our group anyway. Someone on RaddTitan.com was asking, about the details of it. But I'm pretty sure that it's like the lyrics to an Iron Maiden song, and that shit they used to talk about.
Play backwards.
About playing it backwards. And
well, it was on the film in it, the gate, where they play this record backwards and it opens a fucking gate to hell or something.
Yeah, there you are. Good drinking. Well,
no, I was drinking like that, you idiot, because it was fucking empty can. It's like I was getting the last bit out. Oh shit. Damn it.
Yeah, you see, I say no more. Every time you move, goes to hell.
Yeah,
so stay the fuck.
Story of my life.
Only you double click your mouse, which is what you used to.
What were we on?
I always get his name wrong. I always call him Malesteros, but it isn't Malesteros. Malavestros, yeah, that's where we were.
Malesteros, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good.
No, it's not really.
I'm really digging this line, man. I'm digging it.
No, I think the Malavestros is done really well, and
come on, get the pictures up, bitch.
Fuck off, yeah, cockeyed fuck. You see it?
Yeah, I'm on.
All right, so yeah, that's the Malavestros, and these were just to show that the scale size for the first figures Spyro and the first figures Crash Bandicoot.
Cool.
So
that's I used to love Crash Bandicoot,
man. That was a repaint of Captain Marvel, but I won't really go into that too much.
Face looks great. This really excites me. Yeah. I have this coming. I saw the body. I wasn't overly. I mean, it's one of them pieces. It's one of the best pieces to come out of Sideshow, comic book wise. I think in the last 12 months, that Captain Marvel was a very nice piece. But back onto this Akuma. I've got this coming. This is the Eric Sosa. This is prototype Akuma. This I'm very excited about. I'm loving the way this looks already. So I can't wait to get this in hand.
Yeah, and I've got the Ryu coming soon. So the Ryu should be with me. So I'm really looking forward to that as well.
I can't wait to see that, man. I got quite nostalgia about that Ryu. It was a hard choice for me, but I've You know, I've tapped up my sources, and I got one of these coming to me. So I can't wait for that.
So this is the Nosferatu Zod in human form. Cool. And this looks like fucking Akuma, doesn't he? Look at his face. Looks like Akuma's big brother.
A little bit, yeah, it definitely does.
So this is from Berserk as well, Guts. So
who's making it? Prime 1?
This one's Prime 1, yeah.
Sweet.
So yeah, loads of detail on the base there as well. Keep going through, so you got all the fur everywhere.
And dead soldiers all over.
I didn't get to the part with this character.
Easy, bro. I'm really digging these fucking. I'm really digging these Berserk pieces from Prime 1. I know that they said about him being the other one, that I can't remember the dude's name, but the base being too busy. But I fucking love it.
Yeah,
I love it, man. I think it looks great. I wish I don't wish, because I can't be buying these, but you know what I mean.
All the detail in there with the fucking crow,
fucking
that
crazy
shit there. I've got them all on my computer, but I just haven't watched them.
Fucking crazy. I'm glad I ain't doing this shit, because I mean the work here just looks next level stuff, and I really can't be getting into fucking this line, because they're massive and all. They're fucking massive.
I think he's got quite a few switch outs. For you, it looks like he's got a switch out sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, it is.
So he's got like
even the angle of it is different. The angle, one's across the body, one's out straight.
There's a couple of heads.
Fuck me, it does look like Akuma, doesn't it? Jesus.
Prefer the Starling head.
I kind of like the other one.
And then that's the exclusive. So he's holding like a helmet. And
he's crushing a helmet, dude. He ain't holding shit. He's breaking the face.
He's crushing it. I don't like that look.
That's fucking...
where he's like angry and crushing it. There's the one where he's like looking like really happy. Don't like that.
Right. I quite like. There's quite sinister when the face has sort of got a smirk on it, and it's not like showing all that.
And then you got an axe as well, I think.
Really like it. I think that looks fucking crazy. Like crazy.
This is a custom beast.
You got a picture up the wrong way around.
Yeah, right. This is salt and pepper.
Can't see the base. What's the base look like?
It's based on. So let's go through first. So,
that's wicked. That's wicked. That one.
You got to read
That's the bollocks. That is.
And then
I like that
this based on the game. So like you got the Marvel...
I like that upside down with. I like the upside down reading the book thing. I think that's the bollocks. Really like that.
Yeah. So then,
really nice.
So it's based on the game. The base there.
Yeah, really nice.
Then you've got, this is just to keep Kevin and Delaney quiet for another week. So these are the Luke Skywalker, and
the crazy.
So the face on that is ridiculous.
Fuck me.
Goes cape. Do you know how long it would take me to fucking even with the cape like that? It would take me to pose that about fucking 4 days.
And it still won't look like that.
No, I bet to get it like that, I bet you got to fucking steam and fucking iron that fucking cape to get it like that.
Mate, listen, that Hot Toys brief little stint we did where we did a few reviews, man, they're fucking painful for me, man.
Yeah, I don't recommend it. But yeah, I mean, you can do so much with
all that shit, man. I swear to God, my nuts used to go up into their body.
What was the one where
hear it click 3 times,
yeah,
and I'd be like snap, and then every time my testicles fucking went into my body and hid out of terrifying fear.
Oh yeah, because that was I can't remember. I think it was the Deadpool where it had these joints, it had like ratchet joints.
Yeah,
and you turn it, it's like. And just when you're used to having statues, you're just like, you don't turn that till it cracks.
It's a bad sound. When you hear that, you better get on the phone to fucking Sideshow and say, listen, Lobo's arm, it's kind of in half. Is that good? Is that okay?
You told me to turn it till it cracked. Oh yeah, there's Baham as well.
Fucking, how many pictures do you want to keep this kid happy with? Get off this now.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
This was updated on Ben's Facebook profile picture. So the XM, one of the XM owners. So this is Darkseid. So he's a little tease, isn't he? Little cock tease.
I'm super excited about this personally because I'm a big.
But you do know.
I like Darkseid. So.
But you do know that the Darkseid is a diorama. You don't know
yes.
that the Darkseid is the diorama with the all of the Justice League around him fighting him, and it's the size of the Sentinel.
Like the Sentinel was.
Yeah.
Well, if that's I do remember the sneak about that. But I can still hope that maybe they're doing a quarter scale one.
I would also, Alex is coming in and saying about he thinks that Sideshow should work with Hot Toys to actually make PVC heads for their pieces. The thing is when not Man of Steel, the other one, when Christopher Reeve came out, it had a PVC head.
Yeah.
And I was actually really excited about that because of the fact that you could get more realism from the factories with these heads. So I was really excited about that, and it came out, and it did look like him. It looked like that guy. He's in Lost. No, not Lost. He's in Prison Break. He was like the corrupt FBI guy, and he was also in the beginning of Batman, where he's in the bank.
Yeah.
He's like, you know whose bank this is? You're crazy, or something like that. He was that guy as well.
Yeah.
I think his name's like William Fletcher or something like that, isn't it?
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, it reminded me more of him than Christopher Reeve. Then this is a teaser. So the same day, you get one from XM Studios, and then you get a teaser from Prime 1. So this is the Darkseid from Injustice 2 version. So you got that there. It's just a teaser there.
Cool, man. I haven't played Injustice.
I ain't played it yet.
Wait, I'm a little bit like you with games. I buy them like a year later when the prices are not due. I won't pay 60 quid for a game. Get fucked.
Well, just wait for the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
Do you know? Last game I bought was Witcher, and I played that. I got to quite far into it, and I stopped playing it for ages. I went back to try and play it, and I got well fucked up. I got battered.
What game is it?
Witcher.
Yeah, man, you can't stop playing.
I went away, and I was like battering everyone. I come back, and everyone's battering me now. Anyway.
Yeah, you lose the tactical play, and because games, games are rhythmic. It's about you start to get the patterns after a while. Really, the ideology of a game hasn't changed much at all from Pac-Man to fucking any of them games. Donkey Kong. Their rhythm. There's a pattern. Once you play it for a while, you get what the patterns are, and you can beat the game. But if you go off and you forget it, it's like UFC, man. When I play a UFC game, Berserk, I'm knocking bitches out all over the place. I get the movement. I'm ducking. I'm on fire. I go back. I'm getting smoked, man. I'm getting fucking smoked.
Well, I did the download code. I can't remember. I did the one where the frog is in it. I killed the toad, and I completed that, and it was actually a really good download code. And then you saved this ghost or something, and then that went away. And then I think I started the other one, and when I started that, it was a lot harder. So I gave up a little bit. So
yeah, I don't buy games new, so I ain't played Injustice yet. I'll wait for it.
I actually thought that this was Sephiroth, and I got really excited. This is first for figures, but this is actually the guy from Castlevania. This is Alcad from Castlevania.
Sweet.
Well, that's what I said in the comments anyway. Then you got Guyver Zero, which went up for pre-order a couple of weeks ago.
Sweet.
I'm not ordering it. So,
no, you don't need more than one Guyver, dude. Do you want the blue one anyway?
Oh, no, I'm going to get them. If they do 3, I'm definitely going to get 3.
I can't remember 3. Is he the purple one?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was cool.
Alucard.
Double blade.
Then, okay. His name is Alucard, which is Dracula backwards.
Mm-hmm. It's like fucking Monster Squad, isn't it, man?
Yeah.
Remember that?
I watched it a long ago, actually.
Yeah, there's a bit in it where he's got the book, he's got Van Helsing's diary, and a guy calls him up, and it's like, I think it's Alucard as well.
Well, what's that line in that that's really funny? There's a line in that, and I heard it for years because I hadn't seen.
Oh, fuck. Wolfman's got nards.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. All right, so I actually watched that not long ago. Then you got the base on this is fucking ridiculous. You got a big T-Rex head, and try getting that in a fucking best, I tell you.
Nah, you ain't getting that shit in there.
But that looks great.
The dinosaur head looks good.
I've got $500 in points for Sideshow. I might buy it. God damn it.
You better clear yourself another wall, bitch.
Yeah, I need a Guyver wall. I want him to do like a Ramouf or someone like that, like the big. I don't really.
It will happen.
Or is it? I quite like Zerabubus or someone like that, where he's not a very big character, but he is big structurally, but he's not big in the story. But I want a Zerabubus, or I want. I don't really like the characters they've made. I like the Hyperzoino Team 5, but I don't like the ones they've got. I prefer someone like what's his name? It's Apton, but the original version of him.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I do like I like Zerabubus, and I like like a Ramouf or like a Gregor. Ramouf is the big like furry bat guy, and then Gregor's like the big one with the horn, the green one, the main one. I would even like, because they've got a diorama license. I would like a diorama of the death of the Guyver.
Why not?
Yeah. Or the part where him and Guyver 2 are fighting. Probably that'd be quite good as well. Anyway, so that's that. This is the two you were talking about.
I just think that I think when I say synergy of these two, just I like, that I made a conscious decision with my Deadpool to I went with Aaron Ray Perez, and I don't regret doing that because I like the jokey side of the Deadpool, but I don't want it to be the only side. In my statue collection, personally, I prefer Deadpool being a bit more of a fucking badass than being a joke. It's just I find this whole thing with the rockets and I think it looks good, and I think that's the prototype. I think that's the production piece that they've got out there. Apparently, according to comments I'm hearing online, that is the production piece, and that looks great. So if they can nail that, and that's how it comes, that's the win.
No, it does. It looks really good. But the thing about it, I think the price point was quite high for what it was. I still think it's pretty high for what it is. Is it $700?
$750, I think.
No, I thought it was $699.
Might be $699. I thought it was.
I think it's $699, and I think that's quite high for what it is. And I mean, it looks great. There are a lot of pieces on there, but to be honest with you, I paid a little bit more and got the Aaron Ray Perez on. So that, and as you say, it's more serious. We'll go with this. I don't know where the fuck. I don't know where the fuck I'm going to put it, but
you got like it's a bit more vicious. I got
that blank cube now. Yeah, that's why I blanked out.
Yeah, I've got that. But I mean, I like the fact that these two look like they go together. That's what I like. I like that. I think that if you're a big Deadpool fan, I mean, if you like the little add-ons and the variants of the characters, you can't go wrong.
Yeah,
and
nice
I get with this.
And you got a literal like Vesper on the bottom there.
Yeah, it's a nice touch in it. It's not my. I just like the Deadpool as he is. That's not my thing, but
Yeah, I think they'll look great. I do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the synergy of the two of them. I think the flow of it just works.
Hey guys, I hate Susan. She's got like the most fun job. I'm jealous.
Yeah, she has, totally jealous, and I'm loving that. I'm loving that vest on her as well.
Yeah, the silk, a silk, isn't it?
Yeah. That's.
I actually, I actually scanned
when I saw all the pictures. Usually the statues grab my attention, but she had my complete attention on this day.
I bet
I was a bit like, actually, man, I'm digging that vest a lot. I'm digging, She's looking hot, so well done. That's distracting me.
Well,
I don't know how hard
I went through.
looking at things, because I wouldn't be.
I went through
I'd be busted.
a load of old videos the other day. I was looking for something, and she's got loads. Like, do you know where we change our t-shirts all the time? Yeah, she puts us to shame.
Man, that's what I'm saying, man. We should get her on board with us.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if we had her on board with us and we were doing the t-shirt changeovers, it'd be a lot more fun than it is looking at your hairy bits.
Yeah, you're looking at your fucking hairy back.
It'd be like Susan's t-shirt swapping time, babe. Yeah, all right.
No, you don't need to go in the other room. It's all right. Yeah,
yeah, we're all friends here. We're all friends here. All right.
No, the red light means the camera's off. It just means it's charging. Yeah, this is the Darth Maul. So this is this actually Carlos.
It looks like our boy Carlos.
It is.
It's Carlos.
It is. Yeah.
I really dig that. I think the menace on it is fucking right up there. The pose and the semi sort of walking forward, chin down. I dig it. I really do. I think it looks a bit funny in certain poses. Like I don't like that one.
Yeah.
I don't like that one. I like it the angle, the way that Carlos is showing it.
Yeah. It is quite cool.
Who took that picture?
Look, no, that's just to show off the light. It looks like the fucking light's been pasted on. Look at that. It looks really good.
I watched the video. I think I just saw a little clip on Facebook of Carlos turning his on, and it's beautiful delay. Because obviously, you know, your piece, you click the switch, and then it's on. You sort of have to step back and then look at it. So you like click it, and then you move back, and then it lights up. So you get to see it. You get to enjoy it for yourself, which is nice. Does look nice.
Yeah,
I think they did a cracking job with this, I have to say. And we saw the Kylo Ren recently, and that was a pretty decent. I don't think it's on this level. I think this looks a lot better for me. But Kylo Ren wasn't bad.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Kylo Ren was nicer than I thought it was going to be, considering the way someone explained it to me. This has gone off a pre-order as well while we've been off air. This is the Lucifixion Studios.
Yeah.
Morbius. This comes with like loads of heads as well. So this is sculpted by Franco Carlissimo, which I always say wrong, and he always makes fun of me.
The great.
So yeah,
before,
I don't like. Well, I like this head.
I like that
this head is nice. I'm not a fan of that one.
I think eyes could be a little bit further apart, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah,
I like the mouth.
And you've got the
like that one. The change.
Human head there as well. I really like this one. I think this one's like quite horrible looking in a way. Like it looks great because it's like scary looking.
I love it. I really do, and I think now Spider-Verse has gone crazy. XM are bringing out all these characters and so many people Spider-Mans, and I think this is another one that you can just slip in there just like this.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can put in like pretty much any Spider-Man you want in with this piece, and I think it'll look cracking. Really do.
He's watching as well.
Well, congratulations on this, brother.
Yeah. So yeah, he's coming in. I'm just asking him if I actually pronounced his name right this time.
You always pronounce it.
There you go. So we go for that, and then also he added the suction cups on the hands there as well. Nice detailing on the forearms. Yeah, really well done.
Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah, that head just doesn't do it for me.
That one.
Yeah, something about that one bothers me, but all the rest I'm really.
You know what's funny about that though is that head is that everything on it looks great apart from probably the eyes. See, I would probably change the eyes.
Yeah.
I like the mouth, and I like the nose, and I like the teeth. I just don't like.
There's the 5 heads there.
See, look, you got loads of choices. Fucking yeah. So you get one that's like the eyes bother you a little bit.
I like 4 of them. I like them ones. But I just like this one. I like those. I like the middle one just because it's quite nasty. It's quite.
To be honest with you, I like all of them fucking heads. I got no problem with any of them.
Yeah.
Some of the shit that I've had throughout the years, some of the heads I've had on things, fuck me, they're great. They're fucking grail heads compared to some of the shit I've fucking portrayed. Some of the shit you've got, your fucking Ash, who looks like fucking your neighbour who teaches piano. But it looks like fucking nowhere near. Looks like fucking.
Looks nothing like Piano Man. What are you talking about?
It fucking don't look fuck all like Bruce Campbell. That's for fucking sure.
It does from like one angle. All right. There you go, that one.
Yeah, that's quality. With a slit mouth and like it. Brilliant.
Doubled up on the pictures. And it is also very clever with the
got me for another fucking 15, 20 minutes.
With the keying as well is very well done for how the head goes on.
That's just perfectly smart because then the suit breaks up the lines. That's what you want. You don't want them face fucking things because they're awful.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
So this is Nova.
Who's making that?
Well, it's been painted by that SSO. But then, oh God, who did this one?
I like that.
Dex did one. Trying to remember who done this. That one. No, it'll come to me in a minute, but we'll go through. So basically, it's got a switch out head. I really like I think this is the exclusive. I really like the Super Scroll head. I really think that does actually look really cool. But then they've got the Cosmic on the other hand to take off.
To turn that angle for that photo, that's a horrible angle. With that,
there's loads of photos. So
wow, that's fucking lovely. That very nice. Yeah, man, I'm digging that.
Little stitching down there.
Yeah, I really like it. It's really nice. It's a shame that purpleness is like done that way. It'd be quite nice if it was a little bit clearer and less solid, like that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. You mean the hands? So yeah, more like clear resiny.
Well, yeah, just a little bit more like, I don't know about that. There's something about it because of the color of it. It makes it look a little bit soft instead of sharp.
Yeah. And I think there's a couple coming out because there's another one, which is a Nova and a Star Lord. Looks really good
on that. I really love the texturing on that and the way that's done. I think that looks fucking outstanding. I really do. I like that a lot. Very nice.
All right. There you go. That's the Super Scroll head. I quite like that.
Yeah, that's really nice. Nice. That's a lovely touch, isn't it? Oh, okay.
What's that?
Nah, the base and the staffing looks quality. My only thing is, as a personal choice, it's my own personal choice. I don't like that right hand with that splodge on the front of it. Yeah. I think just a normal fist would have been enough, really, for me. Hopefully, it comes with like a switch out hand. That's just a hand.
Yeah, this is by sculpted by David Pereira Escura and art direction by Fili Therese.
Oh, it's really nice, man. Super nice.
You got that. Then there's the heads. Nice little texturing on there.
Beautiful, yeah.
And then there's the scroll head. Again, I like that. Then you got the Mr. Sinister on Throne, which I think we did the other week. That went up for pre-order, and I think that's sold out already.
Yeah. Wouldn't be surprised now. That looks great. Yeah. That really looks like something.
And then this is another one by old Franco as well. So Franco Carlissimo.
This looks amazing.
And this sold out straight away. This sold out before I even fucking knew about it. So
this is very special. This looks really nice. I mean, I really like the proportions on this surfer. I've got to say this. I really don't like any of the others. I don't like the Sideshow one. I really don't like the bushy one either. I don't like any of them. This one looks...
The last one to come out looked good, but there were things I didn't like about it. This one is really nice.
Does nothing for me either of them two. That whole jacked look and shit like that just doesn't work. And I really I like this where it's coming out of his own space. Do you know what I mean? Just like
it's coming out of the black hole. Yeah,
it's just brilliant. I really like that. It's really nice.
And this is based on. Oh no, that was the other one. Sorry, I've got more pictures of this, but it seems like they've skipped around a little bit. This is a Sideshow reveal. So this is Danger Girl, which I know absolutely nothing about. Do you know anything about that?
No, I'm afraid not, sir. No.
You haven't even Googled it?
Nope.
It's American comic book. Oh, it's J. Scott Campbell.
No, I don't really like his stuff overly.
J. Scott Campbell, comic book based. So yeah, Danger Girl.
Doesn't do his stuff. His art don't do nothing for me at all. Absolutely zero. It's far too complicated for my liking.
Yeah, well, I love the Mary Jane. This is the Relic Ravlatch, Paladin of the Dead. Yep. So yeah, this is going to be. Isn't this the one that they had that bust for ages?
I have no idea.
Do you remember that the life size bust? I think that's him.
Could be. Looks cool. Looks like a knight or something.
And you got the Joker Suicide Squad version.
It's a nice touch. This is good. I expected something like this to come out soon. So hopefully the portrait's on point. You know.
Well, I think the for Sideshow's version, I think that they did well on the Harley. Obviously, people are going, well, look at this compared to Prime 1. But, you know, they're different styles.
Yeah.
Then you got the Captain Plasma, which I think Gary probably lost about 5 years. Lost 5 years of his life when he saw that. I think he got so fucking excited.
He lost about 5 pints of his fucking body fluid. I know that much.
Yeah.
Must have been well happy with this.
Oh, yeah.
He said to me about this. He said, I really want them to make one. I'm sure he did.
He's been going on about it for ages. And I actually said to Gary, I'm like, why do you want a Captain Plasma? She does fuck all in the movie. And he's, I love it.
Yeah, but she'll have a bigger role to play coming up, I'm sure.
Yeah. It's the woman from Game of Thrones, isn't it? So this is, they're doing a Stormtrooper premium format figure. Another one.
From what, Star Wars or what? Do we know?
Just Star Wars. Then they're doing another Wolverine.
So, yeah.
So I hope this is a yellow suit one, really. And then
we'll have to wait.
Another Red Sonja.
This is a little bit much for me, this one. I'm a bit...
Yeah.
I don't think the demand for this character is enough that warrants this being made 3 times in like 3 years. Or however long it is. I think it's 3 and 4 years or 3 and 3 years. It's a bit much. But at the end of the day, I do know from our group that there are loads of people that want it. I know that much. So,
yeah, I mean,
when it comes to making money, they're not stupid. It obviously sold well. So
yeah, I mean, the if it sold well, then why they're not going to make it? So you know, and it also could be that Dynamite are kind of demanding it. You know, it could be anything. It could be license demands that you make this or that. So you just never know. You don't. And you do love your redhead, so.
I love a red. I mean, listen,
there you go. There he is.
It's hot. Yeah, that looks. Yeah, that's quality.
Reincarnated Rage.
Yeah, that just looks great. I mean, that's a real big show for me. That one. I think that's a cracking reveal. Yeah.
Magneto. We're still waiting for the Magneto to come out. So I've heard allegedly that again, I don't know how much this is true or not. Apparently he is on top of a sentinel face and it's cracked and he's on top of it.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first. Well, you probably
I heard it about 2 weeks ago, so I'm sure someone else has told it. I'm sure it's probably been on the Marvelous Statues, or someone's probably said it. Someone posted that the other day, but I don't think there is a new Galactus. I think they were just fucking with me.
Galactus? Oh no.
No, I think that's the old one. Someone was fucking with me, I think, and I got well excited.
All right.
Then you got an Alien Queen Marquette.
There's a lot of the same shit coming out, isn't there?
Yeah. Stormtrooper life-size bust.
There's some good shit coming up. I mean, like with the Court of the Dead stuff, some new stuff. I mean, the Boba Fett life-size bust. There's been one of them, hasn't there?
Well, there has, but it's in high demand, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know though, man. I mean, some of it seems good stuff, but there's nothing here at the moment that
apparently, that was the thing as well. Is the Wolverine is actually to accompany the Magneto. Yeah,
oh, really?
Allegedly, yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You got an Iron Man Mark III Marquette.
I'm excited about this. The Mark III is like a really popular suit, so I'm glad they've done it. I'm liking the way it looks.
Yeah, I guess again, I mean, people complain and say there's another Iron Man, another Hulk, another Captain America, but they all sell. You know, people keep buying them; they're going to sell. And I mean, you know, these are the pieces that appeal to people who don't collect. They're people who it
My only
appeals to
thing is
people who
this.
just buy one, you know, one piece.
Yeah, my only thing is that I think if you're going to do like loads of Iron Mans and things like that, great. As long as you've got enough of the villains or a couple of other characters, just throw a few collectors a bone. That's all. If you're going to do a few Iron Mans, then do a Mandarin. Get it done so that it's there. You're going to do 20 Batmans, do a Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Get it done. You know what I mean? Do a Bane. Get it done.
Or do
Because then
Talia. Yeah.
you understand what I'm saying. There's a few little collecting bones you want to throw out there. Yes, I know Sideshow make money. Yes, I know XM want to make money. Everybody wants to make money, but you do need a diverse roster. Slightly. I mean, let's be honest with you. Company's been around for like 15, 20 years, and how many Spider-Mans have there been? How many fucking Spider villains have there been?
Well, most of them are in the last 5 years, aren't they? So yeah.
Well, that's it. And they've all been done by one company at the moment. Fanboy or not, XM are the ones that are filling in the blanks. So you can put Lizard with your Spider-Man. You can put a quarter-scale Venom with your Spider-Man. And it's handy to do that. Make 30 Iron Mans, but make sure you just throw in maybe 3 true Iron Man villains. And that way you can't really lose. And it's the same with all of them. It's the same with any of the big top-notch heroes, the Hulks. How many Abominations has there been? There's one. How many how many leaders have there been? Brainiacs have there been? Martian Manhunters have there been? Where are they?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was agreeing with you. Yeah.
Yeah. My point. That's my point. It's not shit. It's not a shit thing to do. I'm not saying, and it's great. I truly believe it's great for all them people that missed out on maybe an Iron Man piece or a Wolverine piece. They didn't get there, or they're just new to collecting now. It's really good for those type of people. But I don't know if anybody else is like me, but I like putting my sort of pick characters sort of together. I like having them with each other. And I think it completes the setup. Like having the Superman premium format and having the Darkseid premium format next to each other is a nice thing to be able to do. A Batman and a Joker. There's a great synergy to it.
Yeah.
And I really, where's the Iron Man villains really? I mean, you've got an Ultron, but you've got a great Ultron premium format that was released probably about 7 or 8 years ago, and it's fucking terrible. I'm gonna tell. I had it. I owned it. It's fucking awful. And if you put this new fucking Iron Man 3 maquette next to it, maquette next to it, I assure you will sell your Ultron premium format the next day.
Yeah. I mean, you got it, and then you just kind of,
I got rid of it immediately. Got it in, and then it was probably here for about 3 or 4 weeks. It was gone. In fairness, it's the same with the Wolverine, the brown suited Wolverine exclusive. I had that in. It didn't last 6 months. It was all right. It's a nice enough piece, but it just didn't have any staying power. And there's just too many options now. Pieces really need to be great. I mean, there's been a few good reveals here. I'm not going to lie to you, but we definitely want to see, do 20 Iron Mans, like I say, just put in a Mandarin or do a few little comic book things, or a few little, Nemesis characters just to get them going, I think it's a useful thing.
Cool. Oops, I'm trying to click on the wrong thing. This is the K2SO, which is from the was it Rogue One movie?
Drive Gary to hospital and get him some fluids.
This character was probably for me the second best thing about the movie, because the best thing was Vader.
He was brilliant. That Vader scene at the end is fucking the best part of the whole film.
But the Vader scene reminded me of a scene from Alien, basically the way it was put together. It was done really well. It was done like a horror film. It was great. But then this character made me laugh so much. This is a Zal.
Yeah.
The Resolve of Bone Legendary Scale Bust. This is quite big as well. Then they're doing a Swamp Thing market.
Yep.
Which is quite interesting, because I'm pretty sure that Prime 1 are doing a Swamp Thing as well. They've teased it. They've teased
I know
it.
that they've done one. I know that Sideshow didn't they do a Swamp Thing?
No,
one?
you're still thinking about Man Thing.
Is it Man Thing?
You're thinking about Man Thing.
What is Man Thing, isn't it? What is Swamp Thing and what's Man Thing? They look the same.
Well, no, Man Thing is more like he looks more like a monster, but this is more humanoid, if that makes sense. So this is,
Yeah.
I think his name's Alex. I can't remember. Yeah, looks like your mum.
Fuck.
Yeah. So we got that. Then you got the, god damn it, Multicore, Ryzen Reaper General. So you got that. That looks pretty cool. He's got like,
See, there's a lot.
he's got like angel.
Ones
He's got like
coming out.
angel wing at the back or something there.
Yeah, something going on there. There's a lot of original ones coming out of there.
Yeah. This is
That's good.
I don't know actually who this one was. I did miss this. Radd had sent this to me. So yeah, Swamp Thing's DC and Man Thing's Marvel, by the way. So I did read that. So Alex is saying apparently Sideshow won't touch Flash PF until Prime One has had its moment.
Yeah.
So this is a custom. Yeah,
that's what's going to happen. There has to be a bit of back scratching going on both parties.
Sure.
Fuck me, is that Superman?
This is a custom Superman. I don't know who it's by, so I'm just going to show you pictures because Reddit sent it to me while I was while he was trying to button me up and get me to help him out or something. So if anyone knows who that's by, let me know.
You better find the name out, man. Carlos going to hound you to fuck if you don't know. Get the name of that.
Oh, it's by Vision.
Oh, nice. I like it. It looks nice.
The Multicore was shown in 2015, but they've redone him.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, this by Vision statues.
That's what I love about this, man. RaddTitans is like a team effort. Got people on there, man, filling in the blanks. That's what it's about. That's really
Kevin
nice,
keeps sending me well shit quality pictures. He's sending me like I've got really bad quality film, and he's sending me like these fucking Spectrum pictures. So yeah, that's there's a better picture there of the Carlissimo, Franco Carlissimo surfer. So yeah,
I really like that. I just think they've got his proportions perfect because he's not meant to be jacked. Every fucking person that makes him, they make him so jacked, man.
Yeah.
He's not jacked like that. He really isn't. That's spot on, that is. It's really like a swimmer. It's like a swimmer's physique he has.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right. So
love it.
No, I really like it. Do really like that. So
you need to get out there, man. Cup a few nuts, scratch a few backs, do a few favors.
I'm gonna have to warm my hands up, get ready, and take one for the team. Really nice.
Oh, definitely.
The only thing is, I mean, that may be quite difficult to pose. I mean,
you do it sideways.
It side on, yeah.
It's too deep unless you're going to have it like hanging off something, which you could do, but it terrified the shit out of me.
And these are the updates for the Electro. These are the QC testing.
There's my baby.
Ooh.
Can't wait to get him in. He's one of the ones for me, like the Sinister Six. That is actually a little bit more of a favourite of mine. When I was a kid and I used to like watch the cartoons and I read the comics and I played the games, he was one of the villains that I actually quite liked, out of all of them. So him and Rhino were probably my two favourites, to be brutally honest.
Yeah. Well,
Rhino isn't really Sinister Six, but like from old school classic villains, he was one of my favorites. I liked Mysterio, but to be honest with you, if it wasn't for that skull dome on the XM one and how good the finish is, I wouldn't have kept that Mysterio.
Yeah.
The only reason I keep it is just the piece is so fucking good.
I think the Scorpion's going to be good.
I'll get the Scorpion as well.
That's Bell as well, isn't it? Daniel Bell.
If it's all about the height for me, that Scorpion, because I have plans for that. So if it's too tall, I won't get it.
I'll get it. Make up your fucking mind. So yeah, then there's the QC for the Iron Fist. and then there's a crutch shot for you.
Got me all excited. That. I mean, does lightning strike twice? Yes, it does.
But the
I just fucking love them. And you know what I like as well? It looks to me like XM have made the things. What are they called? What the fuck are they called?
Well, the pylons.
The white, yeah, them things. They look like they're closer in now, which I like, because they were awfully. The last two were really out at an angle, making it even wider, and they look like they've straightened them ever so slightly, and I like that because it's needed. You know what I mean? Having them fucking all spread like that was really like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like that plug's plugging into it there in the wall.
Yeah, it does. It does.
That's what Alex was saying, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I've just looked at it and seen now. Yeah,
I'm really going to have a problem with the heads here, I think. Because I quite really like that screaming, the new head with the blue thing down his eyes. The new look of him. I like that as well.
Yeah. I don't like the new look.
I do. I like it.
I would go straight for that and that would be it. But then again, I mean, there's so many pieces where I've said that, you know, I don't like this, I don't like that, and I wouldn't listen to myself on it, to be honest with you. Then again, I mean, like with Vulture, I only like one head for the Vulture, and then with the Lizard, I think the Lizard I may switch them out a little bit. I think I will go classic a little bit.
The Lizard has a differentiating head enough to change it, to give you an idea. The Vulture is the same portrait, one mouth open, one mouth closed. That's different. When you've got, it's the same with this Electro, it's two completely different portraits. They look completely different. You've got old and new school. And that's the problem. When you've got a varied change, it's very hard to make a decision. It's like Venom. Them three portraits are so different. It's very difficult to like pick one all the time. You know?
All right, well, that's done.
Oh, did done. Well.
So that's basically, sorry, that was on our video where I spoke to Ariel Olivetti, and that's basically the sketch of that thing he showed me.
Yeah.
That was well long ago, actually. That was probably like, published 27th of August 2016. So I think I saw him in July 2016.
So a year ago.
Yeah.
So,
all right, let me just have a quick look through the comments to see if there's anything to go through quickly. So, that's all right. Derek came in. I think Derek went again.
We do.
Yeah, there's a few people there. So yeah, the usual guys, thanks for watching, and thanks for taking the time to watch. We had about 50 people watching live, so that's pretty good, even though my camera's fucked. Oh yeah, it popped in focus there. Woo. So yeah, thanks. Alex is saying, let me know when you picked up the Guyver Zero. When have I got a night out planned? I'll let you know when I've got a night out planned. I think my girlfriend's family are coming over beginning of August, so I'm probably going to get drunk then and probably order it. So yeah, got a couple of weeks.
You know what's funny about that? You know your stupidity is coming, and you're still going to do it. That's what's priceless about that.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't lie to myself. Don't point lying to myself.
Or tell your missus to take it and hide it, and don't let you go on it when you're drunk. You just
the only reason I probably haven't ordered it already is I was without a phone for 8 days, so I haven't been going online. But so
I want to say a massive thanks to the group as well. Our Facebook group, because obviously we had a little bit of shenanigans going on there recently, and the best part about any dramas that may pop up is that you know your friends are, and that's what's always nice. Yeah. So I want to thank everybody out there that put in a nice comment and basically had our back, because we come under a little bit of a shot, obviously, because apparently telling people that Imaginary Mart sent us some stuff for free, obviously we was thrown in our face when we removed a couple of people from the page, and although they'd like to believe it was something to do with them standing up for Sideshow, because apparently me and Alex, we hate Sideshow, and we only probably give them a few £1,000 a year. So yeah, we really fucking hate them, and we love this and we love that, and we hate this and we hate the other. But it was more to do with the fact that it was a bit more of a brand versus brand that these people seem to keep trying to create it in every post.
Well,
And I just felt it was it'd gone on long enough, and some of the shit was just a little bit too spiteful as well. It was getting too far.
I mean, well, we were speaking a week before or so, and we've been keeping an eye on a couple of individuals who were blocked from another group, the whole list of them, and they all kind of stick together and try and gang up on people. So when one of them has a debate with someone, they all try and all jump in there and try and make it look like that person's wrong because they've got like 5 people backing that one up, but it's all the same people.
It's all the same.
We've been watching it. One of the people, we sort of said to each other, we speak, and we sort of said, well, keep an eye on that name, keep an eye on this name, and his name kept popping up. That every time someone said something, all of his comments were very negative. They were very based towards the actual individual and not the piece. And we said, look, that's not on. We've removed him. We came out and we said, look, we've removed him because blah, blah, blah. And then his boyfriends got involved and started saying, oh, yeah, this. And it was just the same people who got blocked from another group because it was all listed. And it was just them being...
Yeah, I mean...
they're all mods on another group. And the funny thing about it is, why be in the group if you don't want to be there? You just want to be there to just, cause trouble. And it's a bit like, so we removed them anyway. They brought up the imaginary art thing, but the thing about that, the funny thing about the imaginary art thing is we told everyone about it anyway, so it wasn't anything new.
It's not.
And the thing about the imaginary art thing wasn't that like 8 months ago? Anyway.
No, but what it is it's your people will like to bring it up like it's some sort of secret, but we've been straight from the start, which was, you know what I mean, they were an unknown company, no one fucking knew who they were. They contacted us and they agreed that if as long as we said, as long as we can be honest about the review, then you can send us whatever the fuck you like. Obviously, what people don't know is that Imaginary Art were really terrible at paperwork, and every time they sent something, they put the fucking full value of it, and fucking we paid shipping and tax, and it was fucking ridiculous. So pieces still cost us £400-500, but we obviously didn't pay the retail of the item on top of that. So it would have been a lot more expensive. So we got it obviously.
You're buying stuff that you have no intention of buying. So you're laying out money for things you don't have no intention of buying. Anyway, I mean, we can talk about this all day.
Exactly.
I'm going to go and eat.
Oh, thank you for everybody.
But the best part about that was, sorry, we deviated there a little bit. Best part about it was where we basically were getting this shit from these people. They were trying to cause issue, and then you read through the comments and you have all the people saying, Alex and Gio, trust Alex and Gio, this, and it was great to see all those comments, and it was great to see the way the community all pulled together. It was really, really nice to see.
Yeah, and since as well, we've beefed up all our mods and everything else so that none of that bullying tactic shit will go on. We have probably, I don't know, at least 10 moderators in place to protect the group and to protect the people, so that when they put a comment or share a picture or say, I have this carnage and I think it's better than this carnage, or vice versa, you know what I mean, they're not going to get fucking crucified by a group of people who are sticking together to start a fight, make a brand versus brand argument. That was what we needed to stop, and thankfully we've managed to get that. So hopefully everyone's smooth sailing. It is our group, so we are trying really hard to monitor and protect everyone and make sure everyone has a good time. It's a family environment, and we only want people on there really who want to partake in and be nice to each other. And if you step out of there, then you got to go. Unfortunately, it's how it is. So thanks for
it's about sharing and not being felt like you can't share it because people are going to lay into you. So and there's all, I mean, not everyone's going to agree. I mean, there's 6,000. We've got 6,000 and a couple of hundred, but there's probably 6,000 grown men who collect comic-related or
movie-related,
nostalgic, things from their childhood. So it's like basically like grown men collecting toys, that other people will see it as. So, yeah, you don't expect there to be some disagreements and some falling outs. But, as long as it's not taken personal, people can disagree. It's not about, not everyone's going to agree on the same thing. I mean, George and I disagree on loads of stuff. So, and I'm always right.
Attack the piece all you want. Attack the company all you want. Just don't attack the people. Remember that, it's not about the people. Whatever you like, you like. Whatever you love, you love. Whatever you hate, you hate. But that's it. You're entitled to art. It's objective. And, this is basically art. Don't listen to that fucking idiot with the toys thing. I'm going to slap him for that later. You should say that shit to me. Anyway, I'm going to bounce. I'm going to go have my dinner. Much love to everybody out there. Thank you for all the support and helping us with the channel and with the group. We wouldn't be here without you. We'd still be doing collecting and we'd still be chatting all the time. You just wouldn't be part of it. The reason we share it is to try and help, try and support, and to reach out to as many people as we can and to bring as many people together as we can. Thank you for being part of that and part of the RaddTitan family. We love you all, yeah? Much love. I'm going to bounce. I got dinner. Peace.
Yeah. Bye-bye.